dude. Yeah, of course, that's cool. That's a problem. There's no trademarking or copyright on the tattoo. Yeah, get it. Is Badlands going to go on sale the day it goes live? I have no idea, Spencer. I doubt it. Right. Let's go sort of back towards the centre of the map, ready for questions. Someone here has said there's really good press sites around local sites, which is just northwest of us. Could maybe have a look there, but there aren't. We could go just a touch nearer from here. Let's just go to head towards over which is kind of central.
Testing, testing. Guys, are we live? Are we live? Figure it'd be a couple hours of Rimworld in. Then I'm going to go on break, and then we'll come back and do some BC or something like that. Alright guys, when last I was in Rimworld, I was in a very perilous situation. We are away from home. That's one bad thing. We are away from our base. Away from our colony. Quite a few tiles away. That's one bad thing. The next bad thing is even worse. Upon exploring this ancient warehouse, we ended up activating a trip mine, which actually rendered 1 out of 2 pawns unconscious. Well, not unconscious, but incapable of moving. Okay? So now we got to think about how we're going to pack this stuff up and get this guy out of here. Let's load the game up, see what's going on here. And we can't forget that the last pawn that died wasn't even from our colony. This guy betrayed us. He was a refugee that betrayed us and ended up lighting the place on fire, and he died due to heat stroke. So his own pyromaniac tendencies got the best of him. As we go here, we got an eclipse going on. This is where I'm at now. This is not my base. I repeat, this is not my colony. This is where that ancient warehouse is at, okay? You can see we cleared out all the rooms. They're all revealed. We're currently here. My guy Tico is down bad. He got everything shredded by that mine, okay? He's in bad shape. I hope an infection doesn't set in. But given the nature of the room, given, you know, the dirt and all the grime in the room, it's not looking good for us, is it? And Eric's the only mobile guy, and it looks like he's on the verge of crashing out. You don't have meals, you have medicine. Tico, do you have any meals on you? No. All the meals are back out here where the dromedary's at. Dromedary shouldn't be too far from here, right? That's my dromedary right there with all the meals. There are predators on the map. Hopefully this doesn't get hunted. There's other game to hunt. So I'm hoping that this cougar does not go for my dromedary, but more rather something like a rabbit, some smaller type game. Okay. Damn, but all of our meals are out here. Our medicine's out here. I'm gonna have to make a trek out there, grab that stuff, and then come back. The thing is, I would like to grab 1, if not 2 of these chairs. Maybe uninstall, grab this freaking billiards table. I'd like to grab that. I want 2 of these chairs and a billiards table. This is the jackpot. All this luxury stuff. We have a dead guy here, but he had nothing on him in terms of gear. You know, and you don't want to get caught wearing dead people's, you know what I'm saying, deceased individuals' gear. So we're not going to grab any of that. Let's get the time going. Right now it is 11 o'clock at night, so we just turned in to go to bed. Right? Just looking around, see what else we can open, if anything. There's things we can deconstruct, but not open up. Yo, JMC, how you doing, fam? He's dead for 8.5 years. Damn, they left him there for a while. Oh, this guy? Yeah. How's he still here? How is this not, like, eroded to nothing? I guess because he's indoors, so it's kind of preserving his body. Damn, already back on that do-rag schedule. What happened, Barrett? Well, Well, the Avalanche fellas aren't here yet, so I guess I only play the part when they show up. Yo, what's up, clown? This is a meal we can grab and eat if we get hungry. I think that's one of the meals I carried in. It's snowing outside. That deals with visibility in terms of range shooting. Can't open these containers, can only deconstruct to destroy them. Can't even deconstruct, we can only destroy them. How's that party last night? It was good. It was good. It was really good to see Marie Jack. That's the name of his mom, Marie Jack. My buddy, she's her 90th birthday is actually today. But again, the weekend was a good time to celebrate that as they have a day off. You know, it's just everybody's day off. You're not going to want to you're not going to want to celebrate a birthday party on Monday if you have to work the following day. Ooh, a component box. We should open that as well. That's so sweet. Yo, Flawless, how you doing? Good to see you, Flawless. One thing I found to be a little bit kind of like, I would say kind of a little bit low-key selfish. It's his mother's birthday, right? And all of her children are there. She has 6 kids. 4 girls, 2 boys. The youngest child, which is the youngest boy, is my good friend. He's the one that gave me the invitation to go to his mom's party, the 90th. So I go. But I think the oldest sister is married to the guy that owns the house that they had the party at. And this guy is the CEO of a very big landscaping company out here in this area. So it's clear to say he's not hurting for cash, okay? Beautiful house, beautiful lawn. Got a pool, got a freaking, got a pool house, things like that. Outdoors with, outdoor furniture with a television up on the wall outside. It's just everything you'd like to see. Now, this woman, we have all gathered together for this woman's 90th birthday. So it's kind of like it's Marie Jack's day. I guess Jack Whitmore is the name of the husband of the oldest sibling. Remember, the girl's the oldest out of 6 siblings, and she has a husband. It's his house, okay? What he decides to do is he decides to call everybody over to the grass, to the lawn. And he wanted them to showcase him also, I guess, kind of like renewing his vows to his wife, because it's like, I don't think their anniversaries on the same day. I kind of find that weird. But renewing his vows to his wife, all of this stuff. And then he brings in a 4x4, like some type of custom-made Jeep. Custom leather, custom everything on the Jeep. And he brings that in. And he has somebody driving onto the lawn for the wife to see and look at. Now all the attention is on this Jeep and on the lawn. But the reason the people are gathered here is for Marie Jack's 90th birthday. So I kind of find it to be kind of like tacky, you know what I mean? Like, you don't do that. Not on a day like that. So kind of like the energy of the party shifted from her birthday to, holy crap, check out this Jeep. Look at all. It felt awkward. I know you're about that Jeep life. Yeah, it's a topless Jeep, all custom leather, custom interior, things like that. Maybe his wife pushed him or something. Okay, so starvation's setting in on who? I think Tico. So I think you got to get up and feed him. That might be the play. You are on doctor duty, right? We got to get out of here like quickly. No path. Okay, let's open this. Yeah, get that meal and feed him. Then what I want you to do is come up here and feed yourself, right? All our food is way up here. Oh, that's sad, bro. We're gonna have to stick around for another day. So what I want you to do is I'm gonna do a caravan trick and I'm gonna grab some meals out of here. Consume milk. Quick, tell us about the grub. What kind of food was there? Oh, they had a hell of a spread, and ironically, I didn't eat. I didn't eat anything. Because I had a nice, like, filling breakfast, you know? Goat Doe was pregnant. I guess they're talking back at, you know, this is back at our base. And they're kind of trapped in this area. They can't get through here because this door, let's unforbid this door. So that maybe the goats can get out and get into the world. This actually is my base, and sadly, power's going on and off. It's flickering on and off throughout the establishment. Because again, that guy burnt everything up. Burnt all my materials up, fam. Burnt my generator, my battery. Oh, he fucked us big time. Guy's huge. Got to be careful again. There's predators on the map. So again, we can be preyed on quite easily by that cougar. If that cougar goes for me, I'm fucked. Hopefully not. I got a shotty, but hopefully not. Yeah, but the food, they had corn, they had macaroni and cheese, they had freaking... They also had a buffet table where it was catered in, okay? So you got different porks and meat, ribs, all this stuff, man. I'm so nervous about this. I just want to try to keep this alive best I can. I'm not going to give up just because like shit's not going right. I said that numerous times. Corn, macaroni salad, macaroni and cheese. What else do they have? They had a pastries type spread for dessert. They had cupcakes. They had a large blooming cake for her. Whatever happened to an old school pig picking or potluck? I mean, said old school potluck. Clown, you tell me, whatever happened to that? Take 5 out of 10. Oh, he's not drafted. Okay, he's got those meals on him. Let's end this. Oh, he didn't keep him on? I want him to keep meals like on his body. Oh well. Yeah, go back down there, fam. I always liked those before people started cheaping out and just bringing like a Taco Bell box. I like trying people's homemade recipes and stuff. I'm a fan of that too. I'm going to start, since I become very adept at cooking, I'm going to start... Oh, wow, he wants to play chess. Well, let him do it. If it's to get his entertainment up, let him play chess. I'm going to take some of this stuff, though. I want to claim this pool table. And I want a pool table and 2 seats. Given that we are... We're kind of short-handed right now, I'm not going to try to take everything. But this would be just taking a billiards table and a couple of these very comfortable armchairs is quite nice. Okay? Hopefully he doesn't crash out by then. Temperature in here is 13 degrees. You can withstand minus 112. You can withstand minus 142. So you guys are comfortable in here. But yeah, now that I'm getting more adept at cooking different types of meals and stuff, I definitely want to, like when I'm invited to a party, I'd like to bring something. And part of the joy of it to me is bringing it and watching people sample it and say, that's pretty good. And then they talk about it like your meal that you brought is a talk of like the party. Who made that macaroni and cheese? Wow, that was delicious. I'm not a host for those kind of things, but if I were to at least fire up the grill for hot dogs and burgers, if not more involved meat like racks of ribs or chicken. Man said racks of ribs. First time chatter, Miss Yanoa, how you doing? I'm trying to imagine how they're going to carry an entire billiards table, and it's an amusing image. And it's just one guy. I have two guys here, and as you can see, one guy is down. So he's going to like up on the shoulder. Carry it to the dromedary, load it on a billiards table, a long ass table onto the dromedary, and then we'll take the dromedary up out of there. But you do raise a good point on a serious note, because this probably might exceed the carry capacity that we have, and that would be a no-no. That means that our travel time will just expand by impeccable amounts. That was enough to get his mood up, playing that chess a little bit. He's now going to open this components box. And we got 3 components. We're definitely going to take that. Okay, if he's in a... Why are you cleaning? No, don't worry about that right now. Okay, while you're waiting, can you uninstall these? No, don't clean the rec room. Uninstall this. Yeah, both these chairs and this billiards table. Uninstall. And then I got to configure this so that we have a place to put it. This freaking storage zone. There should be a storage zone here. Why is there not one? I thought I put a storage zone right here. A stockpiling zone. Store everything except rotten. Everything. And corpses, obviously. Okay, what are you up to, homie? You're praying. Okay, after you pray. Yeah, pray like hell that we're going to get out of here. Fellas, pray we don't miss. You're going to do that. You're going to do that. And you're going to do that. Hopefully this guy can... He's at 24 food. He's getting his sleep in. But again, what's he going to do? He's hurt. That's his bolt action rifle as well. Definitely want to get that up out of here. It's in good shape. I don't want it to get worse than what it is.
I actually picked of the 3 teams. I think earlier today I guessed Brazil would win 2. Germany will...
Guys, I want them chairs and that pool table. I mean, given our base is looking like shit right now, this would be a nice little present, a little gift to us. A little, what do they call that term?
How much longer is left in the game?
A little compensation is what I'd like to say. Unless there is something I've missed in my limited time viewing, I do feel like 1 camel won't be enough for this trip. Yeah, that's all we got. We came here at 1 dromedary. Right there. Boom. And this area, even though it's in part of a tundra, right, there are still predators out here. When we go over to wildlife tab and scroll down, we got ourselves an Arctic fox. We got 2 Arctic coyotes. A mega wolverine. I didn't see this. And then we got a cougar as well. Like, there are animals out here that can get hold of us. Look at the size of this thing. And it's a predator, man. I had some wild stuff back in the day, too. At work once, this girl brought pizza dip for chips. It was literally pizza sauce and mozzarella cheese with some pepperonis chopped on top, and it was a chip dip. Wow. This is part of the megafaunal mod, I'd like to imagine. I have a mod called megafauna where it scales up some of the animals. Now I definitely want to get out of here. Yeah, I think it's time to go now. Somehow we got to haul this man back up here and then take him out. In the meantime, because you're hungry, I need you to go get meals so you can bring this stuff back. Or you're not assigned to haul. Hauling number 2. Oh, fuck. And I hope they don't prey on my dromedary. Because my dromedary is another animal out here that they can snack on. I hope that's not the case. You know what? Don't do that. Don't do that. This is what we do. Because I hear everything that's in storage, like everything, we just take with us automatically. So what we should do is just create a storage unit like right in here. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Is that the way to go? Be right back. My work training started back up. Well, work training for clown. Uh-oh. I hope they don't eat all your meals. Yeah, you're telling me. I hope they don't do it either. I hope they do not do it either, but they might. Now, somebody was telling me that you don't have to pick up all the stuff when you go to set sail on your caravan. Like, if you just have it in storage areas, like, it'll come with you. If it's in a stockpile zone. Someone was telling me that. Let's make a stockpile zone, like, right in here. Again, just like the other one, everything except rotten stuff. Yeah, pick that stuff up. Get this chair as well. Get this pool table afterwards, and then go get a meal. And you got to get him one too, because he's starving. Right? No, you fed him the meal. No, his food's at 84. So you fed him the meal that was in your pocket. Okay. I predict we got one more day here, but we got to leave tomorrow morning. Yo, come first light, we got to be gone. Okay? Also, get them components. He's getting kind of tired as well, so definitely wouldn't hurt to get him a meal before he goes to bed. Yo, all the meals are gone. And we got a dead cow. That's not on this map. That's back at base. The cow's dead. Owen should wake up starving, so how about you have a milk? So we got hyperweave, 49 units of that, a billiards table, and 2 chairs. I hope we're able to carry all this out of here. I think that is true. If not a home map, yeah. And no active man-hunting animals threats. Okay, so you think that's a thing? Where as long as I have stuff on the map that are in stockpile zones, when I go to load the caravan, they automatically get added to the inventory. I don't know why we parked so far away, man. I don't know why I did this. I should have put the dromedary like further down, closer to the base. So sadly, back at home, cow died to malnutrition because we're not there and there's nobody there to feed them. So yeah, we're cooked. Luckily, this refrigerator is still running. As you can see, the temperature inside is a nice, chilly 19 degrees. Now you're wondering, how is that still running but the lights are off on the other side of the compound? It's because the conduits are still connected to this. He must have cut a conduit around here or around up here somewhere. Let's check the power grid real quick. Right there's our problem. And down here. Conduit separation. It's still attached to one of our power sources, which is the wind turbine. So anything attached to that is going to stay lit. The problem is all of our animals are dying. As you can see in here, they're all dead. They're all dying of malnutrition. So I lost my cows and all that stuff. That sucks, man. I feel like we lost more than we gained on this trip. That just sucks balls. Yeah, get that cup of milk in. Get that glass of milk and get you one good night's rest. I bought freaking sleeping bags and not even using them. Like, how sad is that? And that milk restored him to full. How's this guy making out with his wounds? Okay, everything is on the mend. His pelvis is still pretty fucked up, so walking is going to be a problem. As you can see, his moving's at 49%. Again, guys, his pelvis got cracked by a freaking trip mine. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. Have you guys ever had a cracked pelvis before? I imagine it does not feel good. I mean, if I'm wrong, we're finding out in the packing menu, and nothing will be lost. Poor animals. Yeah, poor animals. I had those cows for a long time too, and you know, livestock like cows are good because not only are they good for they're good animals because they produce milk, and cows, out of all milk producing animals in the game, cows produce milk the fastest. Obviously, cows are known for that. In real life, you have many different species of cow, and they're all known to be the best at producing milk. Fun fact, where do you think mozzarella comes from? It's a specific type of bovine. Not every animal can produce the components from mozzarella cheese. It's actually the Italian buffalo. The milk from the Italian buffalo is what's needed as a very significant component to make mozzarella cheese. The Italian buffalo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't just get cheese. You can't milk just any cow and go and get cheese like mozzarella cheese out of that. Did not know that. Well, Miss, you know, that was your lesson for today. I get off a couple of gems every now and then. All right, so we're sleeping. Again, it's 11 o'clock at night. When this guy gets at 100% rest, we are going to try to leave. Obviously, you're going to have to carry him out as well. Can't just leave him here. I'm not going to leave him here. He's my pawn. We got to somehow link back up with this dromedary and then get all of our supplies and be up out of here. I think this dromedary ate some of the meals, just why it's not starving, because I didn't bring any kibble or anything. So what is it eating? That's another reason why we have to leave. We don't have any materials to feed him with. Or her, excuse me. But luckily, on the pathway back on the map in the caravan, if you come across tiles where it says grazability and it says yes, these animals automatically replenish. Any herbivore that is in the caravan automatically gets food replenished in areas where they can graze. Because the game is depicting that they're grazing along the way, keeping their stomachs full. Quick, shake and bake chicken, 4 out of 10. Ooh, I never heard you rate 514. First of all, happy Monday. How you doing, fam? Secondly, I don't think I've ever seen you rate something so low. 4 out of 10 is abysmal. I guess shake and bake's not your thing, is it? Me personally, I had a mixture of kielbasa, cabbage, and potatoes, and I also had my own homemade hamburger helper. And the homemade hamburger helper was a hit. I give that a 7.5 out of 10. Again, guys, on my rating scale of food, anything 8 and above means you're willing to drive 20 minutes to go get it. Miss Yanoa, what'd you have for breakfast? If it's breakfast time by you, Miss Yanoa, we're talking to you. What did you consume, and what would you rate it out of 10? 0 being absolutely abysmal, terrible, and 10 being this is the creme de la creme. This is God's creation. Anything new for breakfast? Quick, talk to us. I find resting in caravan mode actually quite nice. They automatically use the sleeping bags, etc., and have their food close by. Yes, that is true. Now we're just trying to ship out. We're trying to get these 2 armchairs and billiards table and hyperweave, and even these components. I'm going to try to take those as well. If we get ambushed on the way back, we're going to be in a lot of trouble, man. Also take this gun, because he can't hold it because he's incapacitated. I skipped it, but I had a banana at lunch. I mean, bananas are quite nice. Yeah, I eat bananas. In fact, it's actually required for part of my diet, considering that I suffer from hypertension. Like, it runs really big in my family, high blood pressure I'm talking about. And obviously, bananas are a solid component into helping reduce blood pressure, of course. So I try to get them in. I try to get 2 a day in. Like in the morning, I want to get at least a banana and a nice glass of water before I start my day. Before I have breakfast even. But other than that, okay, guys, it's only 4 o'clock in the morning. He's at 80. He's at 64. I don't even want to look at my colony to see what's going on. But sad, nothing happened over there. Otherwise, I get notifications Even though I'm not on that tile, like you saw before, they're still going to send me notifications for when events happen on that tile that I'm away from. So as long as nothing happens here, we're good. Let me just check back home real quick to see if we got any meals over there. Okay, this is our colony. We have, yes, we have food back here, but we got to get here. And right now we're doing, it looks like some type of rain, foggy rain. Out of power right now. The only good thing about rain is that it cleans up a lot of the grime and shit. It cleans up blood, stuff like that. Sadly, since it's so cold, these did not just degrade into nothing. They're still here, so we got to put one well-placed Molotov cocktail here. Now I'll take care of that. Speaking of Molotov cocktail, I have one on the map. Is it still here or is it gone? I think the Molotov cocktail is disintegrated as it stayed outside all day. Got to get these bodies off the ground because every time your pawns walk by, if they are not psychopaths, they will get a debuff. And it stacks. For every corpse they see, they get a debuff. So if it's just one corpse, minor debuff. If there's 6 corpses in a pile and they walk by, it's going to be a pretty massive debuff. Okay? In fact, we're not going to wait till 100%. We're going to wait till he's at 90. When he's at 90, we're going to wake up and get shit done and get out of here. He's going to wake up first. Put these components. He's going to put this gun in the storage. Components in storage. Then he's going to drink the last of this milk. I always forget where this guy's at. Okay, we're up here. He's going to drink the last of this milk. Then we're going to set our caravan and go. 2 bananas a day seems like a lot until you put them in a smoothie. I'm surprised dead people haven't been eaten by predators. Right, exactly. Let's look on that tile and see if there are any predators, in fact. Let's go back there and check. Check the wildlife. And that could be why. Surprisingly, there are no predators on this map. Tico can now walk. Let's go back over there. What's he doing? He's taking medicine inventory. Okay. Since there are no more meals, he's probably going to drink the last of that milk. Put medicine in your inventory and then consume milk because you're hungry. Again, pray like hell that this cougar is not going to, hunt him down. Tico now goes into a tantrum because he's ravenously hungry. So you're going to come back in here and destroy the stuff. I guarantee that's where he's going. He's destroying these armchairs. You got to be kidding me, dude. Bro, I mean, there's more back there that we can uninstall, so it's no big deal. And the majority of this shit's not mine anyway. Okay, that's enough. No. We don't need steel. Get away from the steel. Get these components. Get them components. Get the components, go up here, have some milk, and then we're out of here. Looking around for animals to see if this cougar's been actively hunting. That means that maybe it won't hunt us. Before, they used to show you the hunger gauge of the animal that you highlighted. And we got a raid coming. Here or the other place? No, it's here. Oh, shit. Well, I guess we got to stand our ground. And this guy is a Taken. Okay, that's a xenotype. Slow wound healing. Animal war call. Don't tell me he has that. Aggressive. Strong melee damage. So just stay out of melee range. What we're going to do is we're just going to hit him with that shotty. We're going to put a shotty to his body. This guy doesn't shoot, but he likes to fight close quarters. Not good at it, but he loves it. He's a masochist, so he likes taking damage. Like, anytime he gets hurt, it's a mood buff. Okay? And he does have Animal War Call. What he can do is he can summon animals to come to his aid. With a powerful bellow and psychic connection, call an animal to fight your enemies for a few hours. If he uses that right now, this run is over. One Animal War Call means that it's a curtain call for me. Alright? And he's got 2 uses of it. Let's try to put this guy out of his misery. Let's try to put a couple shells in his toupee. If you press the empty square at the top of the screen next to your pawns, it brings you to your home tile. I didn't know that. You're talking this square right here. Yo, I had no idea that was a thing. You just taught me something. Miss Yanoa. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You just put me onto some game. Tokens are a big deal. What's up? Yo, Littlefoot, how you doing? How you doing, Littlefoot? Hope all is well. Hopefully this guy gets out of his tantrum. I can definitely use his help. Again, he's waiting for a while. Then he'll attack. He's off to the eastern part of the map. There he is. No, don't crash out. Bro, it's so far away. Fam, can you not be in a tantrum anymore? We can definitely use you out here. He's going to ruin that chair. He's going to ruin it. All good. Is that your new place? Yes. It's the new apartment. Yep. Slightly smaller. Again, I went down from an Imperial 1-bedroom to like a deluxe studio. But all in all, it's pretty comfortable. Pretty comfy, cozy to me. You have some milk. We have no more meals. And then I need you to get ready for battle. Good. Where is this guy? Where is he? Okay, he's still over here. Again, I got a shotgun. You know what? Let him come to us. Okay, he wrecked one armchair. Don't ruin that billiards table, fam. Yeah, we're not getting a billiards table, I guess. Well, guys, I guess we're not getting a billiards table. Yeah, it's gone. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, buddy. He's no longer having a tantrum. I'm going to stick with him. So let's go up there together. He's still hurt. Is there a gun up there for him to use? No. Just a bow. His sniper rifle is back here. The bolt action rifle. Right? Yeah, it's right there. I see they had Prison League basketball today. Yo, what's up, Lex? We'll never find out how overweight your caravan would have been. Yeah, I'm still going to try to take these other tables, though. Because they have 2 chess tables. I mean, they have 2 poker tables in there as well. I might take those. Okay, he's beginning their assault. Where is he? Okay, there he is right there. Get some milk in. Yes, get some milk in. Grab this bow, and then let's fight. Where is this guy? A death gray cloud has descended on the arena. The cloud is made of microscopic self-powered archites created by some unknown superintelligence. What is this? Where they land on dead flesh, they will enter the body and reanimate. Oh, we're getting zombies somewhere. The dead will rise, bury, destroy, or move corpses indoors to prevent them from resurrecting. So apparently some apparatus is taking corpses, I'm hoping on the other tile, not this one, and turning them into zombies. Oh no. What's happening? Quick, I got direct access to farm fresh eggs now. Just made a fried egg sandwich with them. It was dank. Okay, he's coming up. Can you just take some shots for me? Bro, shoot him. Shotty to his body. Boy, shotty to his body. That shotty puts in work. We'll take that. Whoever's hungry, have at it. You probably need it more than I do. Thanks. What was all this fire? Was he spewing fire? What was all that about? Here's a bandolier, cloth toque. Just execute him. Finish him. Fam, go up there and finish him. And let's get out of here. Boys, finish him. Oh, I think the death pall's on your home map. You're using a flame bow, I believe. Oh, that's what that was. Right, I forgot I had that. Nice. Good work. Okay. Now, since we have no pool table, what I want you guys to do is I want you to uninstall these. And we're getting the hell out of here before you guys crash out, before they crash out. You cannot reform the caravan instantly from stockpiles if there are enemies on the map. This is terrible. Oh, I think the death pall's in your home map. Yes, and I was using the flame bow. Yeah, let's check the home map. Yes, and those guys have risen. Yeah. They're no longer here. Oh, there they go, right there. So all my animals near are dead. Okay, I can do new research because of that. Dead life dust. Interesting. Again, the calf died. This guy wants to get recreation up, so let him play chess. But I want to be out of here by the day. We have no food. Okay, one poker table and armchairs. That's not being greedy. There's no light in here, so you're just playing chess in the dark? Boys, have you ever played chess in the dark? Neither have I. But again, I'm sure animals are running low on the map because we have multiple predators taking them out. The Mega Wolverine is getting closer. It draws near. I don't want to become a victim of that. I don't want my dromedary to become a victim of that. So we're going to caravan and get up out of here right now. You guys can sleep on the way. Once he gets that in the stockpile, I'm going to form the caravan and we out. We going to be up out of here, fellas. Okay. World. Okay, we have 144 carry capacity before we start suffering penalties. Okay. Travel supplies are going. Take them components. Take the cloth. That was part of the pool table. Take the hyperweave. These are a lot of weight. Take the poker table, the armchairs. Take all three of them. Okay, we're getting kind of close. We're getting close. I don't want to take this dead guy. No. Take our items here, our weapons. Not that steel knife. Steel clubs in kind of shit shape. Wooden clubs in shit shape. Let's just take the steel club. Don't take the wood. Don't take the steel. Would like to take the plain leather as well. Yes. That does not put us over. Actually, yeah, we're getting close, but we're not over the limit. We're not over it. Okay, good. Oh, wait, you settle there? I'm not sure if that works if you settle there. Don't forget your travel supplies. Yeah, I got the game to automatically, like, take it. So, yeah, we got that stuff. I think what we have to do is we have to leave. Oh, you're saying that the trick with the caravan doesn't work if I do that. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Well, let's see. Yeah, let's confirm that. Is there anything grazable along the area where we can forage? Let's check forageability of the path, right? %75 berries. They can eat berries along the way. I'm assuming this is the same thing. 75% berries. 75% berries. This whole trip out of here is forageable. And animals can graze. No. 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 Animals can't graze the whole trip? Oh, that's bullshit. Wow. Our dromedary might die. Let's see. Let's just fast forward. If you don't move with the caravan, you forage for food. It depends on your plant skills, though, if that's a useful tip. Yo, they're trying to get all the shit before we leave. Yeah, fast forward. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, they're on the map. They're on the overall map. Let's check it out. Okay. Can the dromedary not die? Boys, can the dromedary just not die, please? Boys, they're on the move. They're on the move. Fellas, check it out. They're on the move. But again, none of the tiles I'm traversing through has forageability, so the dromedary's starving. That brother's starving. Fellas, like Denzel Washington said, that brother's starving right now. Starvation is setting in. Hopefully it's not on us. Eric's caravan has run out of food, so it's just going to be foraging all the way through. Can we forage? Forage nutrition per day. The dromedary gets none. Eric's getting 0.62 and Tico's 0.26. I guess, like you said, that's to do with planting, doesn't it? That would suggest that Eric's planting is better than Tico's. Howdy, quick in chat. Yo, G, how you doing, G? What's up, G in attack? How you doing, G? Guys, it's like 82 degrees where I'm at. We got mad squirrels going on. That's not us. I think it's the map. Man, mad squirrels back on our home base. No big deal. Somehow we're getting kept alive by berries, I think. How you out of food? Well, we caravanned away, Locke, and we ran into some unfortunate complications which made us wear out our welcome. We stayed longer at our destination than we intended to. The death paw has begun to resurrect corpses. Let me stop. There they go. There they go. Oh no. Shamblers. Are we coming back to Shamblers? There's another one right there. Oh no. There's another one right here. Are they going to fight the Shamblers? Is that where they're heading? These squirrels look like they're headed to go fight somebody. Well, we're nowhere near home, so we don't have to worry about coming home to this. Yo, I kind of want to see this. I guess Shamblers are treated like men. So, manhunter mode. Get them, squirrels. Get them, squirrels. What the hell's going on? Oh, there it is. They're getting it in, boys. They get it in. Kill the squirrels, please. The other squirrel's in the way. That squirrel messed up that Shambler real bad. But again, Shambler's a zombie, so I don't think they have to worry about bleeding out. That squirrel's down. The second squirrel's on the way to fight. The second mad squirrel is on its way. Gio's doing alright. Thanks. I like the caravan though. Good to see you leave the tile. Lockie, it's good to see me grow some testicles. Some testicular fortitude, get up and leave, right? And the death pall's clearing. What does that mean? Are zombies leaving? The pall of death is lifting. The corpses reanimated will soon return to their natural state. Good. Excellent. But at least they're going to do me a service and get rid of the mad squirrels that are on the map. They're going to do me that justice, at least. Yeah, that squirrel's days are numbered. I mean, it lost a lot of blood. A lot of areas been cut open, courtesy of the Shambler. Shambler teeth. It bit the squirrel. The Shambler bit the squirrel. Now, I myself, I am a carnivore. I do like to eat meat, but this is getting ridiculous. How are we making that out here? Let's fast forward a bit. When we get to that destination, we got to reset our coordinates to get around the corner and then ultimately here. Avoiding all the mountains. We can go straight through, but the problem is with this mountainous terrain, Eric's caravan is met peacefully with a caravan from the fallen empire. We met somebody en route home. The other caravan is composed of 4 champions, 1 imperial trader, 2 janissaries. These are all really big fighters. 1 trooper, 1 villager, 2 chickens, 4 muffalo, and 2 Somali cats. We got Somalian cats? What the hell is that all about? Trade. Need a trader with the title of knight from the fallen empire. Or we can attack them or we can move on. So obviously we can't trade with these individuals because you need a rank of knight or better. Nobody here's a knight. The last people in our colony that held any title at all, they're already dead. Okay? They died on that cube coma. The cube coma followed by the darkness that came and swallowed up my colony and just killed everybody. Yeah. In any case, attacking these guys is suicide. I'll be starting a new run. Let me just move on. Let me do the wise thing and keep going. Okay? But it's nice that you can meet friendly faces out there in the world. It's good to know. I like the caravan though. Good to see you leave the tile. Littlefoot goes, damn. Yeah, tell me about it. Caravan seems to be coming to a screeching halt. We stopped. It's nighttime. We went back to sleep. Guys, morning has come. We are now on the move again. When we get to here, we got to reset coordinates to get further out. I tried to do this all in one clip, but Erica was telling me you can't do that. You can't just set a coordinate, then set a coordinate, then set a coordinate, and the caravan will follow it. You have to set one coordinate, let the caravan arrive at that coordinate, and then do it again. Which I think is kind of foolish. Like, you should be able to set like a custom path that it will follow with no more user input. So I have to wait for them to get here, right? I'd like to abandon this. Can I? Yeah, I abandoned it. Okay. Goat Doe 2 was miscarried due to starvation. Again, there are goats that have self-tamed on this map. And now here they go. They're dying. And now they're dying, fellas. The good news is we'll have plenty of meat when we get back because it's wintertime right now. So it's cold enough where the animals won't rot. We'll just take the corpses and make meat out of it. You got a goat? You had a goat? Yeah, yeah, I had a goat. Goats that self-tamed. Man, what a trek back. This is just, it's shameful. It really is. Let me check back on the map. Do I have kibble over there that I haven't touched? Okay, so the shamblers are dead. They're dead again. It's 23 degrees in here. It's 23 degrees outside. Remember, 23 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing. And goats have died again. Goat 1 crumpled. Goat 1 perished. Damn. Damn, fellas. All the animals are dead. So these are effectively frozen. So they won't decay. We have kibble here to feed the animals. So when we get back, we got to let this kibble out in the world so we can feed them. All of our animals are dead. These are rotting. I don't know why. Did they rot? You know what happened? I think that event turned them into, like, undead. Because they were dead by that time. So does that undead event that made made the corpses rise again, does that work on animals as well or strictly humans? Well, these guys aren't meat. That sucks. Hey, at least we still got our pen, though. Now it's going to be all that dromedary. All right, let's go back out on the map. The goal is getting home. The goal is trying to get home. Eric is already down. So he's no longer foraging. And there's the death of another goat. Doe number 2, malnutrition. What a freaking... Yo, this entire year has been a bad one. I'm not talking about in real life. I'm talking about the Rimworld year. Remember, there are 60 days in every Rimworld year. And this one has been terrible. You have severe malnutrition in your caravan. I fear you might not make it without a stop in between. Eric's already down. You know what? That's a good point. We're going to stop and set camp where we're at. When we hit our destination, we're going to set camp. Damn, I can't check on him until I, It's what it is, too. It's what it is. The dromedary somehow scraping by, but that's exactly what's going on. He's out of food. Maybe we can get berries here? And Eric died. Oh, shit. Yo, he died. Eric's corpse has been picked up by the caravan. It is heavy and may immobilize the caravan, but can be left behind in the caravan items tab. We're going to have to leave him behind, fan. Yo, that sucks. I was just about to stop and feed his ass. Well, Tico might not make it back either, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out here and see if I can get anything. Eric was our best guy, too. That sucks. Where's the caravan tab? Damn, there he is. Damn. We got to get rid of him, fam. Got to. Bye, homie. See you later, homie. And then there was one. Did he at least leave his shotgun? Good. Might need that. Items tab when you click them. Thank you. I appreciate it. We can hold a xenophobic funeral. A xenophobic funeral for Eric. Let's not worry about that right now. And sadly, he's dead, boys. The last events in Eric's life. Right arm was shot by Eric's shotgun blast. Kenosha's arm. Left leg pierced by Eric's shot. Hit him with a shot. Oh, that's the freaking Taken guy we fought. Yeah. Those were the last active events he participated in. Let's set up camp here. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's do that. Oh, shit, man. I gotta go around and get berries and eat them. The objective now is just getting back home. Sorry if it feels backseaty. Tell me if you want me to chill out. No, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything out of pocket. No, not at all. You are still immobilized because you've lost caravan capacity. Damn, because we lost the man. We got to let some items go. Okay, here we are on the map that's generated where we set up camp. What are these weird ass trees? I've never seen these before. Ocular tree? The hell is that? This outlandish tree is not even 100% carbon based, and it seems to be struggling to grow from exposure to a terrestrial environment. Strange fruits resembling eyeballs hang from the tree, but they are probably not edible. Its wood releases a powerful sweet scent. Perhaps it can be somehow useful. No thanks. Looking for the berries on the map. Give me the berries. Where are we, first of all? Okay, we're here. Me and the dromedary are here. I see a heel root. I see berries right there. You were hungry, sir. This is what you're going to do. Plants, you're at 3. Doesn't matter. Harvest. Any nearby berries, harvest them and eat them. Harvest. We also have predators here, so be mindful. I see a timber wolf already, okay? But there is game for it to hunt, so it might not go after me. Just berries in a nearby area, and then we'll get up out of here. And as you're doing that, good sir, put your plant cutting into 1, yes. I want you to drop a shotgun. Or do I have the shotgun? I have the shotgun. Did you milk the dromedary and you drank? Oh, wow, that's ingenuity. Okay. Just stay within the area. We're going to put a stockpile zone here. I want you to harvest that. Then go on to harvest that afterwards. Then go on to harvest that afterwards. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little stockpile zone right here. So if it's time for us to ship out, we just go, right? Quick on the rim. Yo, Erica, how you doing, fam? Littlefoot says hard pass on the eyeball fruit. Yeah, I want to be eyeball free myself. No offense, but I'd like to be eyeball free. Can I have a chicken noodle soup? Hold the eyes, please. Hold the eyes. Erica, we lost another one. We lost another one. Somebody died en route back. We lost our man, Eric. He botched one harvest, but at least he got 2 of them. That's 20 berries right there. Can bring them back here. Are you fully healed yet? You are. Okay, that's good news. At least you're fully healed. Looking around, just seeing what else we can grab. Sadly, we can't because what Miss Yanoa told me is that since we lost the man, our carrying capacity shrank. Thus, that's why we're still immobilized, because we can't carry all this shit. Some stuff's going to have to go. Again, looking around for some nearby berries again. Is that too far away from where we're at? I'm here. Okay, there's the zone there. The berries over here. The dromedary should be able to graze on this grass and shit, right? Well, it ate something because its food went up. Just looking around, see what else I can take. Okay, they got a grizzly bear here. That's my cue. That's my cue to leave. I see a grizzly bear. Anytime I see any big predators, it's time to go. Right? Did he fail the harvest? I think he botched it. Yeah, he fucked it up. Alright, let's not wander too far away now. Come on now. Too heavy. We're down to 109. Shit. One of these chairs gotta go. Damn, we gotta let go of one chair. Well, at least we still got one plain leather armchair. At least we still got that. What other garbage can we get rid of? Okay, there are urns out here, but I don't think I need those. No, let's not get any of that additional shit. Let's just go. What kind of trees are those? Are the DLC or mod? I think it's a it might be anomaly DLC. That's what it looks like to me. Trees that have eyeballs as fruit screams anomaly. It fits in with the whole horror theme and shit. From my guess. Dromedary is gonna rate this grass 10 out of 10 on the food scale. Ocular trees are from the mod Alpha Biomes mod, I believe. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks. Thought they might be part of Odyssey DLC. Yeah, I had no idea. Alright, boys. Are we on the move again? Are we on the move? Solar flare probably happening back at home. Again, I'm not going to quit. We're going to try to see if we can restore this colony back to health, which is one pawn. Guys, I'm not going to quit, alright? Quest available, Outlander Toxin Dump. Divine Templar Dennis Richtarsky of the Rue Compact has a special request. Someone has dumped an abundance of toxic waste packs near one of his settlements, and he's unable to safely store them. If you accept, Dennis will deliver 90 toxic waste packs by transport pod. Gee, thanks a lot, Dennis. I appreciate it. Hey, appreciate it, buddy. If not kept frozen, toxic waste packs will dissolve over time, polluting nearby terrain. Good thing it's wintertime, but I'm not doing it for any of this stuff. We can do it for a side trainer, water skipping side trainer, sandstone small sculpture in excellent condition, 55 plasteel, or 1 great bow. I don't think any of those are legitimate rewards for what he's asking. We're just going to act like we didn't see that. Fellas, I'm going to make pretend I didn't see that. I admire the endurance. Yeah, we're never going to give up here. Now, Miss Yanoa, you probably don't believe this, but about a couple streams back, I had a beautiful 7-person colony that was running like clockwork. A beautiful 7-person colony. It was thriving. It was flourishing. But sadly, there were 2 events that screwed me over. One was the cube from the anomaly, the golden cube, okay? Now, I didn't know what this cube was capable of. It looked harmless at first, so I kept it. Then I noticed my pawns started getting more and more admirable towards the cube. They would admire it. They would obsess over it. They would skip daily tasks to go check on the cube. I'm like, okay, it's a little bit weird, but we can deal with that. I didn't know that they were getting a cube obsession. To the point where now they'll just stop everything to go admire this cube and build statues in its honor. Then Eric Boo said it's a good idea to get rid of it. I got rid of it, and then I didn't know there were going to be cube withdrawals. And then ultimately, out of 7 pawns, 5 of them went into a coma. So out of 7 pawns, that's 5 pawns incapacitated. Then I got another event after that, another anomaly-based event. What's it called? A Noctum. What is the name of that enemy? The anomaly enemy. It's like a Noctomorph or something like that. What is that? The enemy where it gets completely dark. The entire map got dark, and then these 2 anomaly entities spawned, and then they started sending creatures out at us. And that's what killed us. He said, yo, Littlefoot said keyword, had. Okay, let's continue. Here. And we get there, ultimately, you'll be back at base. Yeah, the golden cube. Now, if I do another run and I see that cube, I'm getting rid of it immediately. There are people telling me that when the cube shows up, if you stay on top of studying it, you can destroy it before there's any ill effects. But again, my first time playing Anomaly and encountering this for the first time, like, I didn't know what to do. But then he decided, screw what everyone told me about getting rid of the cube. I know how to deal with it. Let's just not study it and admire it. Then he got the darkness and he was like, lights? All those wimps telling me I need lights? Who needs lights? Yo, this man tripping, bro. That's how I remember it. Well, your memory's a little bit hazy. Let me tell you that much. Your memory's hazy, Ericaboo. Locky goes, fire up some Battle Brothers. Yeah, let's go in there. What are we coming back to? I don't know. But let's just come back, kick our feet up, get some of the, I think all the animals are dead except for this one dromedary. Get the dromedary back home, okay? How are we making out in this caravan? Everybody's fine for the most part. It's so in depth, man. Like, I don't even check all the options. Okay, we're sleeping right next to, when we wake up, we'll just enter Cove. It's better to enter it in the morning as well. Wow. All that because I wanted to come down here and rescue man's grandniece. That's all. That's why that happened. You gotta be kidding me, fellas. Here's the Empire right on the road. Maybe I can visit them for some trading at some point. Oh, you can see what they're willing to buy? They want all the meats. Boys, they're like Arby's. They want all the meats. More importantly, what are they willing to sell? Apparently, it looks like they won't buy anything. Boys, what are they willing to sell? More importantly. I have never played with the cube, but I am familiar with its destructive power just from everyone else suffering from it. The Empire requires you to be a knight, though. That's right. If you're not a knight, they say don't talk to me. If you are not of a knight caliber or higher, this conversation never happened. That's what they're saying. Even with hundreds of hours in this game, the way Quick plays Rimworld is at a higher fatality rate than a newbie playing Battle Brothers for the first time. They'll just look down at you and call you dirty peasants. Yeah, get out of here, peasant. And of course, trying to take them on is a foolish endeavor. We're talking about in combat. Okay, let's fast forward so we can get into there. Who is this? And we have a mad badger. Oh yay, we got a mad badger in camp. We're based on where we are on the map. It looks like we're coming in from the east, so we're not coming in from where he's at. He's at the south. He's on the southern edge of the map. We're coming in, so we're not going to run into that the moment we get there, right? I'd like to imagine.
There's no guarantees in this. There's no guarantees that England will beat Congo, although they should. But be surprised if they could or beat.
We got to get home because there's food waiting for me and the dromedary. Just get in there, please. Just get there. Quest available. Imperial toxin problem. Why is everybody want to sell me toxic now? Guys, why does everybody want me to deal with their toxic concerns? This is the second one in a row that somebody wants to be dealt with. Jaden Gray, a Stellarch of the Fallen Empire, is a special request. He has produced an abundance of toxic waste packs. Again, I'm not doing this. That he does not wish to store. If you accept, Jaden will deliver 90 toxic waste packs like the last guy, like the Outlanders. What's with everyone in these 90 toxic waste packs? Do they think I'm just the trash man of the Rimworld universe? Guys, they must think I'm the garbage man of Rimworld. It's not happening. Okay?
Brazil won 2-1 target with a very late goal. They were 1-0 down, scored 2 in the second half. Second one was an injury. Have you seen how many times Mexico have lost in the stadium in 25 years? Yeah, but how many times the top international teams gone and played Mexico?
Had to get a little cup of water there, fella. Sorry about that. The Approachable Vampire book. Yeah, what is that? And 35 gold. And we have a tech print for poison synthesis. That means I can make my own poison? I can make my own toxic. Unlocks Venom Fangs and Venom Talon. Yo, that's dirty, man. 44 Hyperweave. That's probably the least appetizing. You can tell by value of the 3 rewards. What is this book, though? The Approachable Vampire. This well-written story is written from the point of view of a writer as he struggles to find an old flame. It is appealing to a certain type of reader but lacks any deep emotions. The text was first printed recently. Interesting. Very interesting. But no, we're not going to do that. And Tico, again, is about to crash out. Can we just get home, please? Nice. Okay, we're in. Oh, we did come in from down south. Yo, there it is. There's that badger, man. It's on the way.
I think people have. I've not studied. I know they've not lost many times in Mexico.
Oh, it's gonna catch us, fam. It's gonna catch us.
South America, but home form is really, really significant. Just look at Paraguay, for example, who America played. Paraguay against America.
At some point, we're gonna have to turn and fight.
Home form in those circumstances is massive. Whether that counts the same in the World Cup, so much pressure.
Can you just go inside?
There'll be as many England fans you'd expect in the stadium.
He's slow because he's taking the dromedary back.
I think it's a slightly different scenario, but they still have an advantage, mainly because of the altitude.
We'll come pick that dromedary up later. Right now, the dromedary is going to consume some nutrients. Okay. The badger's after me. The badger is no longer manhunting. Am I reading this right? The badger is no longer pissed off. Why? It stopped. Okay. Well, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go and you're going to grab something to eat like right now. And since we need you everywhere, we're going to unrestrict. Okay, just no bugs, but you're allowed everywhere. Go in there, consume a meal. Right? Worry about this tomorrow. We'll worry about that. Obviously, since the power's been knocked out, none of these rooms have lights. But Tico still has his bed, which is beautiful. Unowned beds, things like that. We will go get the dromedary tomorrow. It won't run off tonight. Draft and undrafted. Tico's not allowed in the kitchen. Before, I used to only allow chefs to be in the kitchen so that it tones down on the amount of filth and dirt that's tracked in there. But now that he's the only guy there, he's probably going to be doing the cooking for himself. And thus, we might as well unrestrict him from everything. Tico, get a meal in. That might make you feel better. And undraft him. Let him go to do what he needs to do. Okay, he's going to stock up on meds. He has not good construction, but just enough to maybe get our conduits back up. But he can't make a generator, right? He can't do batteries. So right now, the only thing we're running off of is this wind turbine. He's not skilled enough to make a solar panel. Yeah, so this is all the power we have right here. Missy Noah, you know what? That's pretty smart. Yeah, so say you have a colony of like 6 or 7 pawns. And out of this colony, out of 6 or 7 pawns, 2 of them are your cooks. They're adept at cooking. Well, obviously, you know, you're going to want them in the kitchen and nobody else, because the more people that run through, the more filth is going to be generated in your kitchen. And filth plays a factor, as you know, on what foods give you food poisoning. Like if you cook in a dirty kitchen, the chances of your pawns getting food poisoning are extremely high. And it's just tough, like with so much traffic going through the kitchen, you have to keep sweeping up and then going to cook meals. Did it work though? My pawns still like to pass through restricted areas to get to an area they're allowed. Yeah, it worked. I just made them an alternate route to get to the freezer. Yeah, it actually does work. Was it not possible to eat Eric? What kind of apocalyptic world is this? Yo, what's up, G? G, it's very possible to eat him. If you put down an animal sleep spot and assign a dromedary to it, it'll go sleep when it gets tired. Put it nearby, not behind the gate or the door. You can grab it when it goes to sleep. You don't have to run across the map to grab it. These animals, speaking of animals, these are dead and they're pumping. Guys, they got that red hue to let you know that they are stank. Since we don't have them anymore, we don't need animal hospital spots. Just make it a regular sleeping spot. Set it to the dromedary 1. In fact, we'll make a copy of this and we'll put it out here. And we'll set that to dromedary 1. Set this to goat 2, I guess. I guess we still have a goat that's still alive. Look at all this shit, man. Look at all this ash. What created all this fire, man? Was it when he lit the place on fire? Like, look at this. This is going to take a shit ton to clean, man. Yo, quick. This the same colony from a couple months ago? It's still going? Yes. And we had a goat. Yo, Missy Noah, you have a goat? You had a goat? Yeah, we got another dead goat. I'm assuming it's over here somewhere. So yeah, the goats are gone. Damn. Okay, there's that dromedary. You take it back to the pen. Very nice. Where was the goat? Where was the goat? I love the fact that you didn't restart. It's not over until the fat lady sinks, you know. Yeah, I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's not going my way. Let me restart the game. Yo, I'm gonna play it out. Hogseeker, I'm playing it to the very end. And I think it makes for a more enriching story. Because if you're able to right the ship, now you got like this whole little tale that you can tell about what happened during this time. It's like, yeah, you can tell right here on this grid that this is where things went left. But I was able to correct things and get them back on track. Meat for the fridge? Maybe some kibble so the dromedary doesn't starve. I should never ask where the dromedary is or it'll insta-die. I see a theme. Okay, so I assume Tico's he's going to get something to eat and he's probably going to go to bed. The dromedary, what's your food looking like? You still have the packs on, so we have to unload that tomorrow. We'll do that. We also got to close this up because right now this is effectively like, it's not outside, but it's kind of exposed. This was the last project we were working on, getting a new storeroom. Okay. And this is going to be my dining room, but I didn't want the dining room to share a storage area because it just looks unsightly. Let's not work on that quite yet. Okay, let's not worry about construction just yet. Make sure these animals are fed. Hauling wood to stockpile zone. Yeah, bring the kibble out. After you're done with that, if you have enough energy, do it again. Just so this thing has something to eat for the night. We still have that flame bow. I'm going to want to shoot things to get them underway. The process of torching all this stuff, right? Yeah, see, I don't like looking at these corpses, right? It is 9 o'clock at night in game. Okay, boys, so we're back home. Welcome home, fellas. This is my colony. This is what it was before things went left. Okay. As you can see, Miss Yanoa, here's my kitchen, right? Then it goes into a doorway into my butchery, okay? But you can see this is my freezer here, but there's an alternate route people can take without going through the kitchen. So that's what I did to make sure they can get to the freezer, get their meals, while the chef just cooks undisturbed. I can't believe that heater's still going after all this time. Right the ship? I love Quick's delusional optimism. Wish we got some Battle Brothers like that. Battle Brothers like what, Lockie? I'm curious. What do you mean by that? I see a lot of potential in the base. Do you? Well, good. I'm glad you see that, because I had a vision before things went left. Obviously, to the right here, this is going to be where my these are my bunks were going to be, right? 2 beds per room, both sharing a shelf, so they can get, like, you know, the mutual happiness. Like when you put a shelf or end table next to the head of a bed, it raises the pawn's mood when they sleep. So I was going to have one end table in between 2 beds, so they both get the buff. But this is kind of like my barracks area here. As you can see, I have a nice heating system. What I do is, instead of putting vents across rooms like that, I'll put one long hallway in the back with the temperature regulation. It'll be heat. It'll be an AC unit. And then put the vent in the back of the room. This way you can get up to 6 rooms off of one machine. That's efficiency. To use a flame bow to dispose of stuff, you need to put an animal sleep spot in the middle of your body pile and shoot. Yes. Yeah, I had that problem last time. Like, I couldn't aim at them. And I figured that out, actually. So I think we'll do that tomorrow. Let Tico get some rest. He's had a long freaking week. The dromedary now is getting a little hungry, but there is food in there for the animals, so no big deal. Don't put him in a room with 2 beds. He gets the barracks debuff. Since he's by himself, give him the big bed. Wow, this is considered a barracks? Because there's multiple beds? That's bullshit. I think that's pretty shitty. Okay, so we don't need medical right now, so drop that and make it his. I didn't know that. Well, I guess it makes sense. Regardless of the size of the room, it's the amount of beds that determine what it is. That makes sense. I always have a mod that turns a room with 2 beds into dorms instead of barracks because I'm so upset that it does that. Yeah, that sounds stupid. 2 beds and you got a barracks. Having lived in barracks, I'll say it's realistic. It's realistic, huh? Is that the sense of realism we were looking for? The good news is we have, again, You can see we have an abundance of potatoes, an abundance of corn. If we look at the numerical value on the left, we have 864 corn and 1150 potatoes, and we have a shit ton of various meats. So making kibble for this animal is not going to be a big deal. Making meals for myself shouldn't be a big deal, even though my cooking's only at 3. With a well-cleaned kitchen, good lighting, good temperature, we should be able to pull through. But I don't have to cook just yet, remember. 1 pawn without any buffs, without the gourmand buff of consuming food at a faster rate, 1 pawn on average eats 2 meals a day. Right now, we currently have how many meals? I'm seeing 9 and 7 for 16, 17 meals there. I have 8 days worth of meals right here. So I can get away without cooking for 8 days. This is quite nice. So we don't necessarily have to be in the kitchen right now. But we definitely want to, when the time comes, we definitely be ready for that. I'd like to expand this zone here. Like, what's this little piece here? Okay. No one likes sharing a room. The dorm still has a debuff, but it's not as harsh as barracks. Yeah, you're right. Nobody likes sharing a room. You're right about that. And again, we're being powered by 1 turbine. This is not powering. I don't think this guy's powering the area. And nobody's been here to research it, but he's been well contained. He's in a double wall, double granite, or is it granite sandstone? Double granite room. We used to do research on entities. We used to do that. Hey, would you believe we used to do that type of thing here? Yeah, it's gone now. Okay, so as he sleeps, what's his plan tomorrow? The first thing on his mind after he gets breakfast, right? Should be unloading the animal. Is that really just all we got out of that? Out of this entire run, that's all we got. What's the gear you got? That's literally it? Where'd all the stuff go? I thought I picked up more than that. Okay, so we have 1 armchair and 1 chess table. I mean, it's better than nothing. Where are we going to put that? Probably right in this room right here. It's not a dining room yet. I mean, we still have to, do the operation of clearing all this shit out. And then we can put our tables and chairs in here to eat. But for now, I guess we can put the armchair in here and put the table in there. Put the chess table in there. Not chess, excuse me, poker. But I think poker is an activity you got to play. You can't play that by yourself, can you? I think you can. You can play chess alone, so why not the poker table? Guys, I'm just bugging. Good recreation, too. Research some Battle Brothers. You can even play beginner settings. It is hard still. Lockie, you know damn well I ain't playing with no beginner settings. You know that ain't going down. Lockie, I play with normal at best. Okay? Yo, you're the one that's freaking save scumming. Lockie, you're the one that's out there save scumming every time somebody kicks your ass out there in the streets. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. So, Tico, what are you looking like? Okay, you got food in. You didn't get really good night's rest. You're going for a walk. After you get done for a walk, we're going to drop all this stuff. Where's that bow, first and foremost? You have it, right? The dromedary does not have it. You don't have it. Did we leave that behind? Like, where is it? The grenades are back. The smoke launcher's back. Yo, I think we left that flame bow behind. Oh, that sucks. So, boys, we have no fire. We have no flames. Let me do what Erikabu told me to do. Type in Z and put in bow. We only have a recurve bow on the map. That's it? Yeah, we left that flame bow behind. Oh, that sucks, man. That was a good gift given to me, too. Oh, well. Unload. Perfect, right there. What's this stockpile have? Nothing. Allow fresh, nothing. I'd say beginner is normal. I can play on hard. Well, I'd like to see that. Lockie, the last time we talked about you playing on hard, you weren't having a good experience from the sounds of it. Hey, Locke, from the sounds of it, your experience was not benign. Okay? Rotten animal corpses as well. Yes. Where'd he go? Yeah, haul them dead cows out. Install this stuff, and I want you to caravan trick the rest of this stuff indoors. Well, obviously not the poker table and the armchair, but the other stuff here. Probably gonna swap you back to a more ranged weapon like the bolt action rifle. Okay. Just removing the stink from the pen, fellas. Removing the stink from it. No. Where are we going? Whoa. Hold up. Let's get rid of this for now. Rotten animal corpses as well. With these metal pieces and all that shit. This run counts as a good experience. It's a good learning experience. Now I get to learn what I have to do under pressure. I call it a good learning experience. A new seed. Yo, Les, what you up to? You on lunch? No, you can't be. You must be off work. It's 3:42 p.m. You must be off. Well, you just got off work? Okay, fair enough. Again, Tico's about to crash out. He's seeing too much death, too many corpses, too many rotting corpses. It's not a good look. Feeling stressed? Well, instead of having that milk sit outside, how about you just get a nice glass of that after you're done? Yo, there's the badger that was going manhunter before. Obviously, it calmed down, which is nice. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on game. No. Don't worry about that. No. Install that, actually. Do that, and then do the chair as well. We can let this stuff sit outside for one day. He's probably going to want to go to sleep. That badger will fuck you up. Yes, it will. I think it's like a honey badger. And honey badgers, like this, despite their size, they are one of the most ferocious animals out there in the world. The good old honey badger, fellas. Dachshunds used to hunt badgers. Dachshunds? That small ass dog used to hunt badgers? Are you insane? What? The word dachshund literally translates to badger dog. How does an animal, a dog that small, hunt badgers? How? And where are we going? There's a dead calf. No, just forget about that, fam. Don't even touch that. He's trying to get all the kibble out here for the cow. Now, if you're still awake, this is a perfect time for a caravan trick. Get everything indoors and we'll have you sorted that, tomorrow morning. They were originally bred in 17th century Germany to scent, chase, and flush out badgers. A big dog wouldn't fit in the holes. The thing is, a badger would fight off animals much larger than itself. Well, I guess a badger is different from a honey badger. A regular badger is not a honey badger. Yeah. I don't see any dog getting a honey badger. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? Hauling more kibble. Okay, since you have the energy, then let's do it. Nope, let's stop. Caravan trinket. Pause. Bioferrite. Okay, that's there. Why is that there? Oh, I guess that's what they dropped. The shamblers after they left. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, let's go caravan trinket. Again, Ericaboo, shout out to you for teaching me how to do this. It's one trick I will never forget as long as I'm playing Rimworld. Boom. Accept it. Tico's going. Yes. Go back inside. Draft Tico. Have him pick up all this stuff in one go. Load the caravan. Load the caravan. Load the caravan. Load it. Load it. And come on inside. Put it right in the middle of the floor and we'll sort this tomorrow. Okay. Obviously the guns go there. The other stuff goes here. We'll just sort that out. Can you get it on one clip? Very nice. Very nice. Oh, there's a shotgun. Can't forget about that. And now Tico's in a daze. So yeah, we're cooked. Ah, boy. The Gray Paul exposure. Oh, because we got Gray Paul here. And I was wondering why it's so hazy around here. There's people outside. Okay, so right now he's uncontrollable, and since he's the only pawn I got, I can't do anything right now. If we get a raid at this point in time, or a mad animal, well, the run's over pretty much. The only pawn you have that you can't control because they're in a daze, yeah, you're extremely vulnerable, fellas. Extremely vulnerable. Legit had to look up pictures of badgers to see how many types there are. That's a lot of badgers. There's quite a few species. But the one that we know as being the most defensive and aggressive is the honey badger by far. Because again, it had to evolve to be able to stand up to its competition, right? Now, if its competition is warding off predators, then that particular group of badgers is going to evolve differently than ones that, say, have a more peaceful environment. This man said, wait until you get the fun Gray Paul. A gritty fog that clings to the air. I'm assuming that messes with visibility as well. What's going on out there? Yell at him. I think it's somebody saying goodbye to their father. I think the person like has a relative that my next door neighbor or my downstairs neighbor is their relative. So they park in the spot next to mine. And I just heard her say like, oh, goodbye. I don't know if it's the guy's daughter or if it's, you know, a niece or I don't know what it is. I got to get that shotgun indoors. It's outside deteriorating, fellas, and that's a masterwork shotgun. Boys, masterwork. Yo, and Jenny made it. Remember Jenny, our pawn? Yeah, she was the one that created this. So it has sentimental value to the camp. We definitely can't get rid of that. I don't think I've ever seen a badger thinking on it in real life. It raises everybody's skeleton exposed to the outdoors, shamblers galore. And Miss Yano goes, we just had that. Yeah, that did happen. Yo, fam, that actually did just happen. Well, boys, I mean, what are we gonna do? Can't control Tico, so what else goes on? Could fast forward, fellas. I think I'm gonna do that in a minute. Sorry, guys. People have texted me. I'm just texting them back. Spring has begun. So, boys, winter went by, and with all the bullshit and commotion going on, I didn't even know winter was, like, on its end. Usually, I'm dreading wintertime because it gets so cold in these parts. Usually. But now, we've had stuff that's far worse than that. We lost pollens off of other things. So, now, the season is just an afterthought. But springtime starting is good. That means the weather will warm up and we can get plants in the ground. Things like that. Things to look forward to. Okay? When there's springtime brings good temperatures. Good temperatures bring vegetation. Vegetation brings animals. Okay? A lot of good animals might be coming through for us. We might be able to get more animals again, fellas. Might be able to. Stalin. That man called me Joseph Stalin. Okay, went to sleep. I feel like when they go to bed, like their mood debuff, like whatever days they're going through, when they go to sleep, like they should forget it. You're going to sleep, fam. How are you gonna wake up and say, "Oh yeah, I'm in a mental daze. Let me continue that." That's such BS.
I think you want something different to Cherners. You want to play something different. Play the mouse. That's what I'm saying. The mouse gives a big step change for Cherners.
Come on, Tico, you can do it, buddy. I know the Gray Paul sucks, but we will get through it. Quick. Spring is here. Now we can plant. Rimworld alert. Mental break. What are you doing? Don't attack that badger. No. No. Well, that's the end of the run. Mental days? Yo, set to gamer, how you doing, fam? Yes, my pawn is currently going through it. He's going through it. Guys, I'm getting a phone call. 1 second. Sorry about that. I just got a phone call, and they said they'll call me right back. Nice. No longer in a psychotic state. Thank you. Now can we get on with our lives? What are you up to right now? Still in that caravan? Okay, guys, I got another phone call. 1 second, boys. 1 second. Somebody just gave me a piece of tuna, like the fish. They asked, "Do you like tuna?" I'm like, "Yeah." I got a piece for you here if you want it. Hey guys, I'm about to have tuna for dinner. Not tonight, but maybe sometime this week when I get hold of this piece of fish. How about Venezuela? 2 big earthquakes and some flooding. Oh, I didn't hear about the state of Venezuela. Did that really happen? 2 earthquakes and flooding? Sounds like a lot of catastrophe over there. At least, if he survives, he'll have the catharsis buff for coming out of a mental break. Ericable, you know your pawns, don't you? You know your damn pawns. Can we give the dromedary an epic name if he's the sole survivor? The dromedary an epic name? Like, what name do you have in mind? You should answer all phone calls the way I do. The Allah Akbar! Death to the infidels. How may I help you, son of a dog? Whoa. It really cuts down on spam calls. Yo, you wild for that. You wild for that one, fam. Okay, Tico, what's going on? You still have the stuff on you on your person. So drop the gear. Again, we'll sort that out when we get down to it. Also want you to grab this shotgun. I cooked a lot of food though, man. Like I have a lot of options in my fridge because I spent a lot of time cooking. Again, boys, meal prepping. I have roasted chicken thighs with white rice and broccoli. Okay. I have kielbasa, cabbage, and potatoes. That's a second meal. I just made this morning my own homemade hamburger helper. That's a third meal. And now I'm getting this tuna. Guys, we're going to be dining well these next couple of days. We're going to be dining good. Okay, so everything's inside and the caravan, undraft the pawn, and now they will sort everything as we see fit. Okay. Again, it's still looking dark and hazy. Right now, guys, it is literally, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so it is kind of dark, but it's not going to get much lighter even as the day progresses because, again, the gray pall is still in effect here. I'm waiting for that to lift. Right now, as you're taking care of this stuff, what would be a good thing to do is to get more attuned with your skills. What do you like to do? You like to shoot. You like animals. Your skills are medical and intellectual, or things that you like. What are the things you're good at? It happens to be those things that you're the best at. Construction, non-existent at 0.4. Cooking at 3. Artistic, 4. Crafting, 1. Plants, 3. Yeah, this guy is definitely not in for it. Tico, you're definitely not going to be our guy, are you? That means that with construction that low, we can't make a second stove. We can't make a generator. We can't do any of these things. I actually do not have a great suggestion for a name. I came up with Ember because he's the last smoldering embers of the colony but that's not very epic. How about that McDonald's Big Mac? McDonald's is falling off, man. They're down bad. Hog Squeezer says, I prefer naming it Sir Humps-a-Lot personally. Sir Humps-a-Lot. Yeah, 514. McDonald's is down bad. And like many fast food chains, as they progress through time, what are we noticing? The portion's getting smaller, the price is getting larger. It really is disgusting. It truly is disgusting. If you need to cook and don't have a stove, you can cook on a campfire. Yes, that is a thing, yeah. I'll have a campfire nearby, or maybe in a room that's got like the roof taken out, so this way it won't raise the temperature, right, of the room. So I can get like a private room somewhere and just cut a hole in the ceiling. I think this is all overhead mountain though, so I can't do it there. Thinking right here, just get a door on this, cut the roof out, and then put a campfire in there. My McDonald's is still good. Oh, is it now? It just sucks that they charge an arm and a leg for everything now. Remember the dollar menu used to be a thing? Now the cheapest thing they have is like the $2, $3, and $5 menu. I remember you used to be able to get 2 apple pies for $1, and that was a damn good deal. A McChicken for $1. 2 cheeseburgers for $1. Boys, that's not... Guys, that ain't us up there anymore. Hey, fellas, that ain't us up there anymore with them prices. Erica Boo, downside to a campfire is that it constantly burns wood 2 days, while the stove only burns wood or chem fuel when cooking. My 10-piece meal is like $8. Oh yeah, and what comes with that 10-piece meal? It's not a medium. I promise you, you're not getting a medium fry and a medium drink with that. Yo, Lockie, no you're not. No you ain't, fam. Large? Yo, he lying. Guys, I know he lying. He's telling me he gets a 10-piece large combo. I'm assuming this is 10-piece chicken nuggets. I don't live in New York. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, Lock, that now you mention the states, it is a good point. But we have a stove, no? Yes. Currently, this thing did not get burnt up. It's an electric stove, so that's quite nice. As long as power is getting fed to it, we should be able to cook. Sadly, whenever this thing gets excess power, since they knock my batteries out, I don't have a way to store that excess power. It's not looking good at all for us, boys. Okay, he's about ready to rise at 6 o'clock in the morning. Would I get a lamp in this room as well? Can he make a lamp?
Oh, fuck, I haven't got a head to it. Oh, shit, about her, I'm following you. It was on the fucking...
This is worn by a corpse, so he doesn't want to wear it. Makes sense. Was this in 1902? Boomer quick? Man called me a boomer. They have cheap things? See, Mickey D's has a Big Mac sauce in packets now. I don't want anything to do with Mickey D's these days. Nothing to do with it. Gonna sit in that nice armchair and he's gonna play himself some poker to get his entertainment up. So there was some merits into raiding that ancient warehouse. We got an armchair from Max Comfort, and we also got ourselves a nice wooden poker table. Okay, so that'll help him with his mood a bit. Hey boys, that'll make him a little peachy for the day. Again, meals right now are not my priority. I don't think they are, since I still have 13 of them. I think getting the base back up and running and cleaning up around here might be the play. Dromedary looks like he's doing fine, well fed. It's a female, thank God it's the woman, because now we can still procure milk, as you guys saw before. I had dandelions growing in here. I had hay grass growing out here. And since there's really nothing else to do right now, I'm going to replant these things since the growth season is here, right? No, still not. The temperature's still too low, so no grow season yet. But at least get this stuff growing so that the animals have a steady supply of food. Gonna milk the dromedary. Good play. Still got that shuttle engine. Don't know what to do with this. Do I sell it? I don't plan on making a shuttle. Although, given that I'm the only one left, I might have to adapt and become more of a nomadic type run, where I can take this shuttle to various tiles and see what I can do there. truly embrace the Odyssey nature is what I'm trying to say. I was checking what McDonald's prices are over here, but they just plain do not post prices online. They said they want you to pull up. They want you to physically be present, Miss Yanoa. So when you show up and that price is a little bit higher than what you were expecting, well, crap, they see it as, well, I'm here now. I might as well go get something to eat rather than drive all the way back home. They want you to pull up to decrease your motivations on going back home is what they want. Build a shuttle with what construction skill, though? Well, scratch that idea then. Well, we shut that idea now, didn't we? You know what? We have beers here. You're welcome to have a beer if it's going to calm you down. You're the only one left. The beers were a purchase from, I believe, a caravan not too long ago. I bought those beers when there were at least like 3 people left. Okay, none of that. Okay, maybe our first assignment should be cleaning up on the inside, right? Construction should be back. It sucks, but that's something you're gonna have to do. How about cleaning as well? Cleaning should be a number 2 priority. Let's try to clean up around here. I see you're hauling the kibble outside so the animal can eat. Fair enough. If I can somehow tame a boomalope, that would be a good shout, because then I can start getting chem fuel. But then again, I can't build a chem fuel generator. I can't build any of that stuff because I don't have the construction skill. So again, hold off on that. At least we still have our quarry here so we can repair any damaged walls, any doors, things like that. And let's try to clean these rooms one by one. Didn't I say I wanted a light in here? Guys, can we try to tidy up? Let's try to tidy up the place a bit. Look at all the freaking filth. This is when that guy torched this place. Miss Yanoa, you was not here for that. But I had a refugee. I had a refugee, and since I was down pawns, I trusted him. I trusted him to help us take care of this place. When we went on our caravan to go get this guy's fallen grandniece, that was when this guy decided to crash out. He betrayed us while we were gone. And since he was the only one there, you know what he did? He just torched the place. He was also a pyromaniac. The problem is he torched the place and he overheated himself. He suffered heat stroke because he didn't get out of the place. He just kept torching everything. The ambient temperature inside of the room risen to astronomical levels and he just passed out and he died. You inspired me to start up my own Rimworld too. I, however, have so many mods enabled. That's a 20-minute startup time. God damn, 20 minutes. There was another person here that said the same thing. Like they were running over 1,000 mods, he said. I didn't even know there were that many mods available. He says when he gets a raid, it takes like 10 minutes for the game to load. When he gets a raid. There's a 10-minute break. And then the raid renders in. And then he has to go to work. I really don't care about the walls. Let's clean up the stuff off the floor. We'd like to see that. No, not the whole place. Whoa. That's going to take a while. I'll just clean this stuff, fam. We'll go from room to room. Hey boys, go from door to door. This was a room. You got to build these walls back. There was a generator here, battery here. I think there's a wall like right here. What do we have the most of in terms of brick? Granite. Talking like this. Oh, by the time he gets done, he's going to be quite proficient in construction. In his attempts to try to rebuild this place, he's going to be quite proficient. A sparrow self-tamed, one of the birds. What can we teach this bird to do? It can't do any of these things. But it wouldn't hurt to have extra animals around. It wouldn't hurt. Now, I'm assuming this is an aerial animal. Now, if I give it a bed, will it still obey the rules and go to its bed? Was it you that said that last time? 1,300 mods? Was I talking to you last time? Progression mod pack for the win. And some more. That's going to be a short-lived bird, I reckon. Let's just say it's not going to carry the life expectancy of a parrot. You can put down a zone, assign him to it, and tell him to clean, and he'll just clean the zone. Useful if you don't want him to clean the whole cavern. Interesting. Again, just giving him stuff to do. Spoils in 13 days. I'm just glad that the power, there's still enough power where the freezer doesn't like shit the bed. But I feel like when the temperature, when like we get late in the spring and into summer and the temperature heats all the way up, that's when I feel like, you know, a lot of this stuff is going to start to rot out. Well, not the vegetables so much, but the meat. And the meat's very important because we need it for kibble, right? We get an infestation. We're in so much trouble, dude. You can turn stuff off to save power. I was just looking at them lights. It was not me. First time viewer, remember? That is right. This is the first time you came in here. But somebody else did say like around that number. That's why I thought it was weird that you said 1,300 mods. Because the guy said like around there. The person I was talking, because I showed them my mod set. And they say I play heavily modded. And I'm like, oh yeah? How heavy? And he said like he had somewhere up in this ballpark. I know it was over 1,000. Yeah, what am I going to turn off here? It can't be the lights, right? The lights are keeping me from getting infestation. What would I turn off? None of this stuff's connected, so I don't have to worry about it. It's just what's in this area here. Guys, this is miserable. Fellas, this is straight agony. Agony. It's 4:14. I think I'm going to stream until like 5 o'clock. Then I'm going to step out for a bit. And then I'm going to come back and stream again. If you guys are patient. The heater. You know what? I can turn off the heater because it's starting to get more comfortable out. This guy has got he's got a temperature window of minus 112 to 88. That's pretty solid. Yeah, I don't think the heater needs to be on. You're right about that. Yo, Lockie, good call on that. The lights don't really keep you from getting infestations. They reduce the chance by maybe 5%. Only really cold temps do that. Really? I didn't know that. There's a curated list called the Progression Mod Pack. I'm in a Discord for it too. And I'm very impressed with it. The creator works on it so much, and it's actually surprisingly stable. The Progression Mod Pack. I'm curious. I want to have a look at that. You actually coming back? Wow, you guys got jokes, man. Why y'all got all these jokes coming out? Fellas, didn't I tell you that I was going to take off so I can stream today? And I'm doing it. And it's happening. It's Monday. I'm supposed to be at work. I called in and say, you know what? I'm not coming in. And now here I am. Hey, guys, I lived up to my end of the deal. How about you live up to your end? Fellas, I lived up to my end of the deal. How about you live up to yours? If you have a goodish PC, specifically CPU, I do recommend it. The startup times can be long, but it runs actually quite smooth once started up. Now, what is this Progression Mod Pack? What is that composed of? It's a mod pack, so I'm assuming it's a group of mods like you're getting like installed like that. You was 5 hours late coming on. Fam, I had to cook this morning. Hey Les, I had to cook. You know, I gotta feed myself. Hey Les, I like to eat too, you know. I like to eat too, you know. He said can multitask. Did he say he's coming back? Take care. See you same time. In 2032, that man said. Can't multitask. How do you keep a bird in a pen? Like, since it has the ability to fly, like, you really can't. It's unrealistic to try to take this bird and put him inside the pen. Like, I don't want to see my pawn trying to do that, man. That's just, it makes no sense. It's on the Steam Workshop. You press a button and it installs them all. Although it's split up into 3 mod lists, so actually 3 clicks. But hey ho. There's a file included that does all the setup for the mod settings. Oh wow, they thought of it all, huh? They thought of it all, huh? Hey, so Tico's up. What's going on? Gonna go and get some breakfast, I guess. Consume a simple meal and then back to work. I'm watching somebody play DayZ, fellas. If you hear gunshots in the background. It obviously adds a lot, but I find it very vanilla friendly. Vanilla friendly, well, I like it. Okay, what are we doing here? Drinking beer. Fair enough. Yo, fair enough. Yo, he drank 2 beers. Yo, my man drank 2. All right, that's enough out of that for you, fam. We don't need you walking around here drunk. Tico, we don't need you getting drunk, fam. And right now he's drunk. Thanks. Hey, boys, he's drunk for 14 hours. Man, you ain't building nothing right now. Cut that shit out. You ain't building nothing. He's trying to build this place drunk, fam. Could have been DLC vibe. Well, we'll just leave him to it. I mean, hey, he's the only guy left. He's doing what he can with what he has. Let's just leave him to it, fellas. As we peruse the rest of the map, I'm just going to see if there's any predators that enter the map. Right now, we have all prey animals, all docile animals. Let's check the wildlife list, and still all docile animals. The most threatening of these animals is probably the moose, followed up by the badger. And that's not taking the insect into account. Alpacas are here, bucks and does, locusts, that's part of the insect family. Pair of sparrows, things like that. My pawn is elated right now, feeling confident. Feeling confident. Why? Because they're drunk. Quite inebriated. Yo, quite inebriated. That man is fucked up. I'm a bit wobbly. And this is quite enjoyable. That man's inebriated. Imagine if there were qualities to walls. Tico building just a slanted pile of rocks and calling. That would be what the case is with this drunk ass. Okay, we got a prejudiced celebration opportunity. Every year on the 3rd of September, xenophobes can have a special celebration. Remember, xenophobes are the type of guys in their ideology, they do not like races integrating. Xenophilia is the opposite. They actually like when the colony is diverse, things like that. To begin the ritual, select one of the following and click Begin Prejudice Celebration. A light ball or a ritual spot. I believe I had a light ball. I had one. There's my ritual spot. This guy is part of what? Cosmic ship, and again, xenophobia, and they're shipborne. There's nothing I can do about this because, again, this means that they love to live a life inside of a spaceship. That's what that means. So anytime they are not in one and living in a standard colony, they're going to get a mood debuff. And if they're living underground, as you can see, it's one of their conflicting traits. I do, in fact, have a light ball. I have to power it up somewhere. I can just put it outside here, right to the conduit, right? Just for a quick event. Put the ritual spot in here and have him just celebrate, just to get him, you know, in good spirits. 3rd of September, how long do we have until then? Check the ritual spot for the information. Only on today. I guess we better keep that shuttle engine. Yeah, we better hold on to that. Shuttle engine, plasteel, things like that. Since he's by himself, he has nobody to celebrate it with, so it's going to be a shitty ceremony regardless. I'm not even going to do it. Keep hearing noises outside. My Home Alone dance party's being talked down. Home Alone dance parties, huh? Well, you just put on some music and you start busting down? You start busting it down when you put that music on? Enjoying your own company. Gotta feel the musics. Feel them. As you can see, he failed on a couple attempts. He will come back to these walls. Again, this is not of utmost priority, but I would like to start getting these rooms back together. So I'm going to build the rooms, then clean up. I should obviously build the rooms and clean the filth up afterwards. There's the bird walking in. We got hard snow outside. Okay. I just like when the weather gets bad, because usually when there's bad weather, like hard rain, hard snow, blizzard, thunderstorm, flash storm, things like that, usually that means that there's max wind. Obviously, if you're running your power off a wind turbine, you're going to love the max wind, because again, you're going to get moments like these where you have full power. It's just that this is producing excess. So I wish I had a battery. We got a cold snap coming in. That's going to last for a couple of days, so it's going to get abnormally cold out. I don't think it's going to get below minus 112, which is what he has, so we should be fine for the most part. Just keep plugging along, I guess. But any plants that we had going, they will die. Luckily, we didn't plant anything. Feel that music. Yo, Miss Yanoa, are you really going to start yourself a new run? Are you really inspired to start a new Rimworld run? Because if you are, then I definitely would like to hear what's going on. Like, maybe when I'm playing Rimworld and you happen to be in the room at the same time, you can give us insight on how your colony's going. So we can kind of feed off of that energy. Okay, boys, he's just handling that stuff. What else is going on? Let me just check the map out, see what's going on. Is there anything else near me? All these yellow waypoints, these orange waypoints, are all areas that might have something available, like a warehouse, some unique feature. Like this one's got, in this case, a weapon stockpile. This is something that's actually worth going to. But again, Ericaboo, tell them how I am with the defense systems that guard this stuff. Tell them how I deal with the defense systems. Boys, I'm gonna pause. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Interesting to know what they like. I don't know what the mention is there. I think they were doing it. I was down to Red Hill. I was going to try and hop back over the fence, but I was standing there. The fact that the gun jump, I could have switched to the other gun, but I was too much.
I'm back, fellas. I'm back. Okay, we got like a half hour left. Let's see what we can do. So again, I might want to check out some of these things. There's a weapon stockpile there. That's way too far into the mountains. But what do they have here? Healing springs? I never seen this before. Healing springs. Natural springs imbued with curative properties. Yo, that's dope, man. This over here has insect mega hive. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. That's gonna be a no for me. Again, ruins, things like that. It's all very interesting stuff, man. I added some mods, so I think I will. But I'm not sure yet what theme I'm going to run with. Erikabu responded to me before. He runs right at them and then face plants the mechs or drone mines until they die, or he does. That man said face plants them. I use my face to block. Sounds about right. Hog Squeezer goes, that's good content for the stream. Good content. Fellas, anything to add some excitement into the game. I'm not the best Rimworld player, but again, I do like to enjoy me some good story time. You see the bird flying around the colony, which is quite interesting. Very interesting. Okay, that room's done. Let's get a door on this right here. A granite door would be great. He's trying to repair the walls, but right now, let's just get this stuff like built. What do birds? What's the bird's diet? Is it kibble as well? Yeah, birds do eat kibble. Now, I notice birds are a new thing, but do they have like... You see, these birds are... Tico failed when constructing a granite door. Resources... Oh, that's no big deal. Do they also have raptors? Like, do they have eagles, falcons, things like that? Is that in the list of birds? I notice they have ducks. They have geese. They have sparrows. They have parrots. Well, all these birds are herbivores. Okay? Do they have any carnivorous birds? Like eagles, falcons, things like that. Miss Yanoa, I'm actually not sure. I don't think I've seen any unless we include a mod that adds harpies, but they be huge. Really? I have a mod. I just have that megafauna mod. That any type of fauna it comes with its own animals, and these animals are beefed up to freaking holy hell. And I have a dinosauria mod, which adds dinosaurs, so it makes her a nice, interesting myriad of various animals besides the vanilla animals that come with the DLC in the main game. We now have dinosaurs and also animals that are huge to add for the diversity. Is he hungover? Drowsy? Yeah. Well, you're not drowsy from the alcohol. A lot of these things are, they're just not going to be coming to fruition. Like, I'm not going to have alien slaves in the colony. Planetary habitat. You hate the fact that you're on the, you're on the ground. We should be in space. One alien meat. Like, none of this stuff's going to happen. And he's naturally pessimistic, so it's just a natural minus, 6 mood debuff. I'm not sure why, but dinosaurs never feel right to me in Rimworld. Fair enough. That's a fair opinion to have. Okay, he's going to go to bed one more time, boys. Going to bed one more time. As we fast forward until the next day. Again, waiting for Randy to throw some type of bone here, man. Randy's been quiet. The last thing he threw at us was a cold snap, bringing it down to minus 10 degrees. That's no big deal. Some spacecraft have dropped nearby. Almost dropped on somebody's grave. It's unfortunate, but this is also, it's going to be steel and components in tandem. Why is he not sleeping to completion? Like, he woke up at 78 in terms of sleep. Just because he's ravenously hungry, I guess? I guess that's why. The base game only has vultures in terms of large raptor birds. It also has swans and heron in terms of large birds. Ah, I see. We are now down to 9 meals. Again, consumption very slow. It's only one pawn doing all that. There's still plenty of kibble in here for the animals, so we don't have to focus on that. As you can see, remnants of cube statues all over the place. There's a cube statue there. A cube statue there. These are the only things I have left as remnants of my former pawns. Is their creations. The other cube statue out here. Should be one in a rice patch somewhere unless I uninstalled it. I think I uninstalled that. Man, that cube is bullshit, man. Cube is bullocks. Bullocks. You see all these dig patterns inside of this mountain. You're wondering, well, what the hell is Quick Draw? What the hell are you doing here? This is me trying to search for my ancient danger. Now, I was under the assumption that every map spawns with at least one. Am I wrong about that? Could there be maps that spawn with none? I've seen some that had 2. They have multiple ancient dangers. So here's my attempt at looking, because it's not out here in the regular, like, surface area, right? So I'm like, you know, if it's not here, then it must be inside this mountain somewhere. So I just decided to dig around and see what I can find. That's what that is, yeah. And this red cross is where I assumed it would be. And as you can see, it wasn't there. Erica says, there can be maps that spawn with no ancient dangers. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought every map had to have one. Unbelievable, man. I've had them spawn almost outside the map. Way on the edge too. Really? That's very interesting. And as you can see, there's still large chunks of mountain that I've not touched. It could be within this. It could be within this. It could be within this, or this. Could be here. Could be. It could be. But as you can see, Miss Yanoa, my digging has got me into trouble because this was not a natural hive. I dug into this. I just had 2 pawns over here mining away because it's what they love to do, so I ignored them and went back to what was mainly happening with the other pawns. Then I get a notification from Randy. New area revealed, and it was an insect hive. It was this. And these insects went straight to work. I lost a pawn here, yeah. Why do you want it so bad? Normally, if you can tame them well, like whatever the contents are inside, like say the mechanoids inside, the insects inside, if you can take care of that, you can get some pretty advanced pawns and gear real early, you know. It's a huge gamble, but you can get yourself some really nice stuff early on. Even if you're able to subdue one of the pawns that come out, and you're able to get that pawn to, like, they're not unwaveringly loyal, and you're able to nurse that pawn back to health, get him in a prison system, and then try to coax them into joining your colony. If you succeed in doing that, you got a really solid asset. You can arm your pawn with a melee weapon, draft him, select his weapon, and then hold the cursor over the mountain terrain. And when there's an open area, the weapon icon changes, letting you know there's an open area. Really? Yo, how do you know all these tricks, man? How did you find that out? I just always feel like I have such bad luck with them. Yeah, because a lot of advanced stuff just comes out of that one spot. I watch lots of streamers. Again, he still wants to repair these steel walls. Maybe because his construction's at like 1. It's at 2. Okay, we're starting to get to tidying this place up. Let's continue cleaning this place in here. Quick, McChicken and McDonald's fries. 8 out of 10. The occasional fast food isn't so bad. I would probably still be eating fast food if it wasn't so pricey. So the fact that they kind of priced themselves out of my wheelhouse is probably a blessing in disguise. Because I get it very sparingly now. And I used to get that very thing. McChicken with like medium fry and a medium vanilla shake. That used to be my go-to meal. And then tested it myself. Or you tested it after you've seen what happened. Okay, so we're getting the place cleaned up. Visually, it's looking more appealing than ever. This timber shroom, despite how big it is, it's only at 20% growth, which is quite interesting. So it's not fully mature, even though it's taller than most mature trees. Okay, he's cleaning up, he's tidying up the rest of it. Let's, it's only, well, it's 9 o'clock at night, so maybe what you want to do is get something to eat and then go to bed. I'm going to have you consume a meal before you go rest because you were woken up early last time because you were ravenously hungry. How about we take care of that one need before you go to sleep? I think that'd be the play. Yeah, fast food isn't expensive now. Such a gamble. They priced everyone out. At least McDick's doesn't do tips. Sorry, fast food is expensive. And by McDick's, did you mean McDonald's? McDick's, huh? 5 and 4. Is there something you're not telling me? Is there something you're not telling me, sir? Chef is still pretty cheap, but they changed the recipe. Tastes so bland now. Now, what made you come out and say that? That came out of nowhere. For you to take a stab at Chef when we're talking about fast food, yo, who put you up to that? Hog Squeezer, somebody did that. You don't just get a random dig on Chef Boyardee out of nowhere. I guess we can unforbid these doors now. The reason why we forbade them was because there was danger outside. Okay, Tico's sleeping once again. Hopefully he gets a nice good night's rest. The Gray Paul is gone. That's good news. Maybe that's why he's in a better mood, because the Gray Paul has left. That implies that Chef used to taste good. It was a hidden compliment. Oh, a hidden compliment, huh? You never have to tip, regardless if they accept or not. Are you not able to recruit any more people into your colony? I'm waiting for events that will give me pawns, like say a pawn that maybe I can capture and put in jail and try to convert. Sometimes the narrator will throw you a bone and give you an opportunity, an event that allows you to get a new pawn. I'm just waiting on those. I'm waiting right now on Randy to throw me a bone. Damn, I used to have a lot of pawns. I miss those pawns too, man. I miss them. Guess he's gonna play horseshoes when he has a nice chest, when he has a nice poker table in here. He's gonna play horseshoes. Are you serious? You got a good night's rest. That's good. I don't like the fact that these animals have free access to my kibble. Why is that? Why are they allowed in here? Well, I can understand the bird, but the mouse, the rat. Guys, how come they're allowed in here? I have a freaking pen, man. This narrator is not feeling it then. What narrator? I like doing Randy. Randy Random. Randy Random, and the difficulty is Blood and Dust. Seems like all the animals are now gravitating towards me because I have kibble. But I thought if it was inside of a pen, you should be fine. I mean, have you seen the fence? A rat goes through that easily. That is a good point. Very good point. Okay, he's getting focused on doing those walls up. Right now, we're going to put you to the test on cooking. Let's put construction down to a 3. Cooking's going to go up to a 2. And we're going to put his first bill on. This is going to be individual meals. Let's have him cook 8 meals and see how that turns out. Make sure that kitchen's clean before you start. Left click the pawn, right click the room, and if it doesn't say clean kitchen, that means the kitchen's clean. So Randy sent you a rat. Wahahahaha. Predators can get into a fenced area too. They're just less likely to do it. Teach the rat to cook like ratatouille. Oh, come on now. Did you cut your hair quick? Yes, I cut my braids off. I cut them off Saturday. I've been wearing my hair in braids for 23 years, Lex. Lex, I started when I was 17. I'm 40 now. That's how long I've been braiding my hair, or getting it braided back into cornrows. I said, you know what? The hell with it. It's time for it to go. It's got to come off. And now I got some type of low fade. Still hiding your hairline. Shake my head. No, I wasn't hiding my hairline. I had it on the other day. I've always had a massive forehead. You guys have known this. You guys have known this, fam. But I'm keeping it under this cap because I'm about to head out for a bit. But it feels so weird, man. When I got out of the barbershop and I got in my Jeep and I started driving down the road, I like feeling that wind on the back. I'm like, what is this sensation? Is this wind? Is it wind? Normal people just brush their hair. Yeah, you know, funny enough, I got to invest in a brush. I didn't need it. I didn't need a brush for about 20 years now. Now I got to buy a new brush. How embarrassing is that? You're not going to brush an afro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, brushing an afro is trying to eat soup with a fork. It's not going to happen, fam. Get a boar bristle one. A boar bristle, huh? Okay, he's going to clean up that stuff back there. Cleaning rock rubble. Even though there's nothing back here, this is going to be where I had my batteries, right? Have them lined up and I can walk down the middle and inspect whatever battery needs to be checked. Well, as you can see, boys, we have none of that stuff. Let's get this metal rubble out of here, too. Did you cook all 8 of those meals? He did. Interesting. Interesting. Let's get these out of here, too, if we got room. Again, this is metal, it's scrap metal. We have enough room. This is the scrap metal dump pile. Let's put it there. So I added some new mods to my game and it broke it. Damn. Damn. What do you do now? Now what do you do? Yeah, boar is best for curly, coarse hair. Plastic will pull. Well, thank you, fellas, for the tips. I definitely will get my hands on one. It's going to be weird brushing my hair, man. It's so strange. Okay, getting the metal filth out of there.
I don't normally show comments on stream. I normally read them out. Oh no, killer request back to 1K. Whatever will you do? Look. Up there. Points again. Points, champion.
Remove them, I guess. I guess you will. I guess you're going to have to if you want a good gaming experience. Cleaning corpse bile. Don't clean that bullshit. I was scared of him to cook because he's by himself. So if he gets food poisoning, well, then he's kind of screwed. He has nobody else to support him. So I got greedy. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. So this one pawn's been trying his best to manage his entire colony. Talking about Tico here. Good old Tico. Tico Cardenas. I have at least a foot of hair on top of my head. Not sure how long my beard is. You learn a lot about hair care this way. Yeah, I had a guy who he used to be, I don't know what his exact position was in my job, but he's pretty high ranking, right? And he was pretty good with finances. He knew how to find money in loopholes where your bosses and stuff wouldn't bother to look. where your supervisors and foremans wouldn't bother to look. Well, it's not your foreman's job, but it would be your supervisor's job. He was really good with financial management. But this guy had a freaking beard. And he practices like a lot of Nordic culture, okay? Like Vikings. And his beard definitely lived up to the part. Because he had a beard that went all the way down to his stomach. And this shit was smooth. It was like velvet, fam. Like when he turned to go talk to somebody, the beard it would just slowly like swing. It wasn't like a scraggly long beard, fam. It was smooth. Like the hair on your head, like you can comb it. Like that. The longest beard I've ever seen on somebody. That was crazy. Okay, and Aurora's lighting up the sky. That means that anybody outside will get mood buffed because they'll be looking at a pretty sight. And one of the guys, because I had a guy on the team, well, not on the team, but on the workforce, that was trying to grow a beard. I don't think to that capacity, but he was trying to grow a pretty solid beard for himself. And he asked this guy, he's like, well, what's your secret to growing your beard that long? He says, beard oil. Beard oil. And Setsa Gamble confirms it. Yeah, I'd have to oil more to get mine to do that. Beard oil. Interesting. Okay, my guy's about to crash out. What's going on? Observe rotting corpse times 4. You see 4 corpses in a row. That's not good. You had a good day. Just go back to sleep. Guys, we're probably going to play one more Rimworld day, and then we'll probably call it there. Then I'm going to take like an hour break, and I'll come back and start streaming, I guess, BC. There's another streamer on right now playing Rimworld who has a really long, straight beard as well. These long beards. Long beards. I like keeping my beard more close to the face, personally. Because I do a lot of like outdoor activity, you know, when it comes to even sports, when it comes to work. Because I'm actually a painter / handyman. Okay, more spacecraft have come in. Again, this is more components. Randy, I don't need those components. What I need is a freaking pawn. I use coconut oil when I do it. Coconut oil, huh? What are the different types of oil for the beard? There's probably, like you said, coconut oil, so I'm assuming there's more besides that. The cold snap is over, which is good news. So now we're going to go back to regular temperatures, which is nice because my grow season, I think, is here. I'd like to get on that. But yeah, I can't do jewelry. I can't do any like long hair like that. I can't have long, free-flowing hair because it's not optimal for the type of stuff I do outdoors, right? So I'm a painter / handyman, and sometimes painting is outdoors. Sometimes the work they want me to do that's not painting is also outdoors. I like to play sports, okay? I also like to exercise a bit, and I like to fish. Guys, I'm a part-time fisherman. All these outdoor activities, long flowing hair is just not going to be ideal for me, so I like my beard non-existent, which is no problem, as you can deduce from my name. You got jokes, huh? Yo, you had me going there for a minute. When I first read I like my beard non-existent, I was like, wait, huh? That's pretty good. I remember you had a female pawn with a beard. Yes. That was the pawn that betrayed us. That female refugee with a goatee. Yeah, that was the pawn that screwed us over, man. That refugee. Yeah, there was probably hundreds at this point. Coconut is non-chemical. It's not the best, but it works. Interesting, interesting. I appreciate you guys putting me up on game with this beard stuff. If you have a patchy beard, how do you take care of that? Like if your beard comes in patchy. People always tell me like you might want to cut it down fresh and start anew because it's growing unevenly. But there are some people that legit can't grow a beard, like a full beard. How do you handle that? Had a dwarven colony last. It was confusing. Oh, because I'm assuming the female dwarves have beards as well. I'm making that assumption. Also, I know where my ponytail is at all times, so it's a non-issue. Fair enough. Yeah, so it's a gamble. That's fair play. Let's fast forward so we can get into the next day. Next day at chores. Since cooking those meals wasn't too terrible, we're going to have you do it again. We're at 14 meals. The Aurora ends. I'm still in bed sleeping. Good old Tico. But now he's just going to rise. And he's still in his cleaning. Now that we got most of this stuff cleaned up, we're going to tone the cleaning down to a 3. Make it a tertiary option. Plant cutting 1, cooking 2, things like that. Construction 3 as well. Let's put in another bid for now. How about 10 more meals to keep him occupied? He'll do that when he's good and ready. And the Gray Paul is back. The Gray Paul is back again. Now, why does this keep showing up? It was gone before, but now it's here again. Guys, the Gray Paul. We have a quest that expires in a day. They're talking about the Imperial Toxin problem, which I'm not going to handle. As you can see, if you were going to give me a pawn as a reward, I definitely would take this up. Transport pod crash. There it is, boys. Boom. We got action. We got action, fellas. A versatile worker named Felix is crashing in a transport pod nearby. If he survives the impact, he'll be badly wounded. He's from the Rue Compact. If he returns home safely, he'll spread goodwill between you and your factions. Okay, well, he's part of a faction. I'm not going to capture him. We're allied with these guys, so we definitely want to take care of that. Okay, Felix is down there in bad shape. He's an old man, 79 years old. He's got hearing loss, cataracts, you name it. We want to do on-the-site healing, so we're going to get down there with some supplements. Where are we now? Okay, we're there. How long has he got to live is the question. Okay, Felix is down there. Death in how long? Death in 3 hours. No, we don't have time. We got to give him the best medicine. Give him the medicine on hand. On site. We need on site healing. Make this non-prisoner but medical. This guy's actually pretty decent at his job at medical. He's at 9 with, you know what I'm saying, pretty solid professional when it comes to medicine. And he's got the stack of the industrial medicine backing him up. So there should be some pretty solid heals here. Pretty solid. Yeah, I was an automotive welder for 15 years. You learn how to put it up. Weather pattern for this zone. You do make a point. Why is it coming back so much? Oh, you mean the one you see on the world map? I keep my ponytail in the tool chest. Yo, Butts, how you doing, fam? Let's see how those heals are going along. It's outdoors. It's in some pretty, shitty environment. But the 10 quality is still there. We got some good heals. Now, can you just heal up the rest of his stuff normally? Because we only brought down 3 industrial medicines. So we're going to have to rely on your medical expertise to finish up the heals. Nice. He's got hearing loss in both ears, cataracts in both eyes, and a bad back. This guy is... And he's dependent on go juice. Oh, this guy is in bad shape. After you heal that, we're going to rescue him. Okay. Well, we're not going to be able to keep him. And it's going to be really hard watching him walk off the map because he's so slow. Even if he makes a full recovery, given his advanced age, his movement might be... His movement might not be 100%. It might be down to like 60. 60% of his natural movement speed. Disgusting, man. Because he's 80 years old. Boys, let's help Unc get back to a good recovery. Let's help Unc out. Fellas, trying to help Unk. Nice work. And again, if he needs anything, got to do that doctor work to him. This is actually good that we're cooking extra meals. Now it's cold in there. It's also dark, so you might not like the conditions so far, but that's okay. 42 degrees in there is pretty solid. What's the gear you have on? You can only... Oh, wow. You have a cloth parka, Mega Sloth wool button-down shirt, pterosaur skin pants, and your temperature range is minus 42 degrees to 100 degrees. You're right at home. You're comfy cozy. Hey, Felix, you're comfy cozy, homie. And I even noticed he was not a regular... He's not a baseline human. He's actually a hussar. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it hussar or hussar? I think it's a hussar. But again, his genes allow for super fast wound healing, cold tolerant, heat tolerant. Wow, he's actually right in his element. Reduced pain, hyper aggressive. Guys, he's right in his element. But the problem is he's Go Juice dependent. Make sure that kitchen's clean when you're in there cooking. Alright. You should paint that room green and it'll look like a green screen and you can make it look like you're in space or something. That mess and make it look like I'm in space. I pronounce it hussar, but that's based off of nothing. I think you're probably right. Hussar. With the enunciation on the R. You ain't getting these meals done, fellas. Would like to restack these shelves. Just have food like ready. But that's okay. We're not really going real far to make these meals, so that's no big deal. Boys, potatoes. And guys, sadly, when Tico goes to bed one last time, I'm going to have to get up out of here, fellas. Again, I'm going to go out for a bit, then I'm going to come back, and we'll keep streaming again. Just going to go down the road for a bit. It's a beautiful day outside. It's not too hot, but at the same time, you know, you can get away with wearing sleeveless stuff like this. Lex goes, we know you ain't coming back. Hey, Lex, I'll be back, homie. I will be back. Is this a common stream time for you? I normally stream on the weekends, Miss You Know. The reason why I streamed today is because I actually took a day off because I didn't get to stream yesterday or Saturday. I didn't get to stream that much. Not to the numbers I like. But normally I can be found on Saturday or Sunday. And I try to give at least a 6-7 hour stream. It's a common lie. Never believe him when he says he'll be back. If you don't, you have to finish Chrono Trigger right away. Deal? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Yo, G, hell to the nah. Being in Europe, I always catch like one stream of someone from across the pond and then never see them again because they stream at like 4 a.m. for me. What is the time difference between... What part of Europe are you in? I have a couple of viewers that are from England. What part of Europe are you in? Gee, you're doing it wrong. We have to trick him into playing CT by requesting his normal games. Oh, is that how it works? Is that how it works? Okay, he's gonna go haul that milk to the shelf and he's gonna play some poker. I guess he's not tired yet. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. He's going to play poker and then he might call the night after that. But again, that poker table was a massive score. That armchair was a massive score from that abandoned facility. Yo, Empress, how you doing there, Empress? Good to see you. How's that Project Zomboid going? It's currently 11 p.m. here, the Netherlands. 1 hour difference from England. Okay. And right now it's 5 p.m. here. It's 5:11 p.m. So I'm 6 hours behind you. I normally start streaming on the weekends at around like noon. So that means it'll be 6 p.m. on Saturday or Sunday when you show up. I'll let my work know I can't come in. Where are you going to go in the Jersey? I'm just going down the road. This was my first time doing peer-to-peer MP. Very chaotic. Multiplayer. Very chaotic. Not looking forward to this heat wave. Man, that heat wave. Oof. Like right now, speaking of heat waves in Europe, Europe's going through it with that heat wave. I know in France, they are definitely dealing with it. Aren't they reaching like record highs in heat over there in Europe? Okay, he still wants to fix that wall up. How much? Okay, he's got a little bit of time left. And it's only 7 o'clock at night in game. Always keep an eye on Felix. Make sure, feed him before you go to sleep, in fact. Oh, the food restrictions. Got to remember that. Simple meals. That's all you need. A group of travelers from the Born Kinship are passing by. Again, allies of mine. A pair of people coming through. Looks like a pair of ladies. It is 116. The other one's 48. Interesting. And they seem to be rivals. They don't like each other. I've had a group get into an altercation as they were going by. And of course, speaking of our good man, he's got an infection. Felix has got sick from infection in his torso. Well, your medical expertise, I say only supplements. Feed him and then tend to that right afterwards. Now I got to stick around and see if that happens. All right. More people die in Europe from old age and die from gun violence in the USA. Miss Yanoa, today is the first chill day. They want to cook their people alive. Why are they taking away your AC? I sure might hope so. Not old age from heat. That's per capita, but still. Okay, so he's got an infection. Given his age, he's going to definitely need some assistance to fight it. It's from that gunshot wound he had. I don't know who he shot it out with, but right now the infection's winning by 1.2%. Hopefully with a good 10 quality off of this herbal supplement, we can keep him in the game. Again, because if he dies on my map, it's going to be a mood hit. Because they're going to feel like, even though we're allied, he's from the Rue Compact. A place that where they're kind of in good standing with us. If he dies while being here with us, they're going to claim that we killed him. Which is going to be a mood debuff. Tensions are going to start to go high between us. Would like to get this guy in a bed that has light so I can see what I'm doing. But 70% 10 quality is not too terrible. None of the bedrooms have light anyway, so it's no big deal. It's actually a pretty decent infection heal. Keep him fed, keep him in bed, and we should be good to go. I would die from boredom if I lived in Europe. You die from boredom, huh? Is that Soji? He goes, why? Again, the infection's kind of getting away. This guy's too old. He might not beat this infection. Now, I kind of want to come back to this game when I come back to see if we can beat that. Hey, Tico's in bed. He's sleeping. He's patched. The animals are sleeping. Guys, that was a perfect time to leave. We're going to pause. We're going to sign out and quit. We're going to save and quit the OS. Okay? You'd still be able to jerk off the quick like you do now. And he goes, true, true. Wow, what a thing to leave to. What a statement to leave this freaking stream to, man. That's crazy. Yo, Lex, you're a sick man, bro. All right, guys. So I'm done for now. That was my Rimworld experience. All right, you can catch that on YouTube as well. It's not just Twitch. I'm gonna leave for maybe an hour, hour and a half, and I'm gonna come back. It should be around maybe 6:45, 7 at that time. I'm gonna eat my dinner, and then we're gonna continue. Okay? I'm just reporting the truth. Thank you for the stream, yo. Missy Noah, thank you for stopping by. I hope you come back again. Missy Noah, I hope you come back. And if you start up your own Rimworld colony, again, I want to hear bits and pieces about that. The town just looks so drab and old-fashioned, and it's usually raining in cobblestone streets and old people. Damn. I'm just reporting the truth. James Eagles, damn Skippy. We'll all be here. Enjoy. Yo, JMC, you enjoy the rest of your day, fam. I will be back, but in the meantime, you enjoy yourself. Bro, we know you ain't coming back. Stop lying. I need it popping and homeless people fighting and police and sirens and gun violence, etc. He was go to England then. Yeah, England is what I was thinking about. I'm often busy in weekends, but I will come by if I see you. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. We definitely be happy to have you here. As you can see, I have quite a lively group of individuals in chat, as you can see. Regular crash outs, if you will. Like Lex Luthor Vandross, pure crash out. Yo, you guys take care though. Lex, G, Miss Yanoa, Setzer Gamble, JMC, Erica Boo, G Natak. 514 is here. I think he left. Littlefoot, take care of yourself. If you're still here. And I think I covered everybody. Lester's gone, I think. Lockie, are you still here? Take care of yourself, brother. You have quite a lively criminal record, too. I hope you're not going around telling people that. And guys, again, for you new guys here, I do not have a criminal record, okay? So don't listen to anything. Don't take what this man says to heart. I do not actually have a legit criminal record. I am a law-abiding citizen, okay? The only interaction I've ever had with police in my life is freaking speeding. That's it. You're going too fast on the road, player. You're going way too quick. He said, you need to slow this motherfucker down. And I said, oh, okay. He's like, I'm not going to give you a ticket, but you need to slow this shit down. You take care of yourself. You're playing Rimworld, and it's the perfect place for collecting crimes against humanity. Law-abiding since your last release. Wow, hog squeezer. That's dirty work. Eck comes in, can confirm. Quick is a fine and upstanding citizen. Yo, thank you, Eck. I appreciate that. Yo, Eck, take care of yourself too, fam. I didn't even know you were in here, personally. Guys, just getting on my sneakers. Yeah, fellas. Quick draw 7777 signing off. I'll see you in the next one, boys. Peace.